Right, turn that off, put that down.
Right, okay, well done.
We've started. Welcome to the podcast with my guest here today.
Yeah, no.
I don't even know if I've started yet or not. Shall I just start?
If you want, we could put that in the outtakes.
We ain't having outtakes.
Why?
What's that?
Is it one straight non-stop?
Yeah, that's how I roll with these.
I can't be bothered to edit it, so I just leave it rolling.
No, for some reason this camera records 20-minute intervals and then cuts it off, or half-hour intervals. Can't
Fucking
remember.
loads of cameras. I've never had a camera that does that. Ali was saying about it on these ones.
Should we put that in the vid? Mate, you've got a bottle opener. Don't do that with your teeth. That's my pet hate. He's done it.
I don't know.
But this is Daniel Jarvis. He does everything you don't want him to do.
Hi, Mum.
It was actually really hard getting you to here today. I've had to taunt him down here, and he's like, if I come down, buy me a nice roast dinner, yeah? Then it's gone from that. Oh, just one beer in town.
Yeah.
Oh, have you got any beers at your house? He's drunk that one before whilst we were setting up. Now he's like, go and get a couple more beers. But
I'm nearly out of this one, so if you could grab a few more before we start, we're all good.
It makes me think how much of a nightmare he'd be if he was like, like a proper A-lister.
Yeah.
He'd be like that. Daniel's a really nice guy, but very demanding.
Yeah, that's it. You got to act like a spoiled brat in this world. That's how you get everything.
Is that how you roll?
Yeah, that's how I roll. It just works, man.
So you actually, starting straight off getting into it, you went to prison for a prank.
Yeah.
Did you think you would go to prison when you'd done the prank?
No, because I've done a lot more worse of pranks than that, and I've done a lot more worse of sort of like crimes than that. And they've not.
I've done a lot worse crimes than that.
And I thought like, no, I've done worse stuff than this, and I've always had like a slap on the wrist. And when he set me down, I was like, "Bruv, is this real?" And I was like, I had a big smile on my face, like, "What the fuck?" I'm looking at all the other three, and they're all like, "Oh." I looked at friends of Jermaine, all them lot, and they're all like, "Oh." I look behind, there's people coming up with handcuffs and all that. I'm like, "Bruv, I'm going to prison." So yeah, it was strange.
I like the photo of you. Because I saved it for you. Yeah. Everyone else getting sent down. There's a picture of Jarvo as he's being sent away. I'd put it in my shoe because when I come and see you, I was going to bring it in, but they were they checked it. And I was like, no, he can't see that. I was like, really?
That was because I was in there for was it third day or second day? You come up and visited me.
The annoying thing is, I was meant to. Well, not the annoying thing. I was meant to come with the speaker that day, but luckily I didn't. I was late getting up.
Yeah. But that's one time. Yeah, I'm glad my alarm didn't go off.
Yeah, because Light at the time, he'd never been arrested, never been in trouble, and he went to prison for a prank on his first offence, and all he done was pressed a horn. That's all he done.
I didn't even do the second one either, so that was strange.
That is mental that he went to prison.
I think he'd done like an extra. I'd done an extra week than him. And I was like, well, and I got the longest sentence out of all of them.
That is crazy. What would you say your most... See, when I watched that prank, what's the title of that prank? Art Gallery Heist Gone Wrong, Troll Station. When I watched it, I thought, you boys, this looks a little bit too naughty. It looks staged. Yeah. And that's when I thought this, and then obviously everything that happened. But I think that was in Troll Station prime days, wasn't it? Where would you say you tried to beat the audience, like constantly, like
I don't know. I think it was like you get like it's sort of like an adrenaline, like it's a drug. Like you do something, you get the adrenaline rush out on it, and if you try doing it again, it's still going to be all right, but it's not going to be as good. So you've got to do something more crazier and more crazy. But that didn't give me that much of adrenaline. Right? It was like, whoa, like we've sent everyone running out and that. Do you know what the thing is? I think it's like, if it weren't Troll Station, it was just some random people doing it, I don't think they would have gone jail. I think it's where they're like, these have been pissing us off for so long, we need to teach these guys a lesson. So because a real criminal, they do something wrong, they go to prison, blah blah blah. Yeah. But with your solicitor, he's like, he's got off it again. He's got out of it again. What do you think? This was the thing where like we can do them for this. Yeah, I think that because when I got to court, everything I was saying, they were just ignoring it. Because they all pleaded guilty a couple of days before, and I thought, you know what? No, I'm going to ride it. And it's always when you get a shit solicitor, they're like, just plead guilty. I got there and I was like, oh, this happened, and then it's like saying, people got trampled on. I was like, no, they didn't. Someone fainted then. I was like, no, they never. Like, where have you got this evidence? And you're bringing it to court. So someone's made up a lie somewhere along the line, and they can bring it to court. And then when we're trying to bring out a defence, he was not listening to it. So I'm sure he had that idea of sending us down before we got in there.
Mate, I can relate to this fully because something happened with me and a police officer, and there was just lies in court with no truth.
Yeah.
And yeah, I ended up like heavily punished really for what I'd done, which was make a rant video, and I got a suspended sentence, which I didn't realise how serious that is in the eyes of. I was like, oh sweet, I don't have to do community service.
Yeah.
But they were like, suspended sentences actually quite. They fucking give them to paedophiles, don't they?
Yeah, no, yeah, but that's bad though because they actually are dangerous for the public and they're actually bad people.
But the fact that I've sat here and made a rant video about someone going, he shouldn't be a police officer, blah blah, and I've got the same as what someone who nonces his kids does, pisses me off.
Yeah, but that man was a prick though. He just come over with like, this is what happened. We was out practicing for it was like a film sort of thing we was going to do, and we were just practicing for it. And what did you have? It wasn't even a selfie stick. What was it?
No, it was a giant selfie stick. Yeah.
A giant selfie stick, and he come along, and the first thing he like was doing it so it looked like it was to me, but it was a selfie stick. It looked more like a tripod to me, but he come along. He said straight to me, pulled up, and he goes, "Are you all right?" I was like, "Yeah, we're just practicing for a film." So I'm supposed to be the victim in here, and he's asked me, "Are you all right?" And I said, "Yeah." Then he's gone over. Then he just decided after about a minute to jump out. Oh, stop right there! Blah blah blah.
Chasing me like crazy.
Like an ego. What's the word? Egotistical. He's an egotistical prick.
But when his ex-wife messaged me, she said like, "You've dented his ego." But he had no reason. The thing is, like all to do with the Met Police and people being thingy. She says he's got previous for other stuff and. He shouldn't be a policeman because he's just a bit crazy. He knew that was a joke.
Yeah, he knew that was a joke. It wasn't even a joke anyway. He knew it weren't serious, and he didn't even look serious in the first place. And I've told him, and he just. But that's the thing is with this. Like the police need to sort this out. They're more worried, of looking bad and keeping bad people in the police force than looking bad but getting rid of them. That's the thing with the Met Police. I think.
Yeah, because when I complained about that, I was straight to Canterbury like. Police officers interviewing me, blah blah blah. But it's police investigating police. The whole thing, the statement he made about me, which his wife gave all evidence against, saying this is all absolute lies. That statement, he wrote a statement saying, "I have no recollection of this ever happening," and I'm getting because he thought this may go to court. I'm getting dragged out the Seven Stars, a pub in Canterbury, whilst DJing, for writing a tweet. Which wasn't even aimed at him, and he'd written a statement really similar lines to the statement that doesn't exist, saying I fear for my life. He'd written the same sort of thing of the first statement that had gone missing.
Yeah, but that's the sort of thing that they've got. They've got like this thing where we like it doesn't matter if you're guilty. We can find a way to make this thing. We can get rid of evidence and
and it really does happen. I've seen it firsthand, which I hear people talk. At the end of the day. I'm pretty lucky. There's people doing life sentences for murdering people that they didn't even do. Do you know what I mean? And I've got a pox. It does annoy me because I'm not a criminal yet. Looking at what I've done, I look like a criminal on paperwork. Do you know what I mean?
So talking about murderers, this is really weird. Like I think like a few weird things in jail is when you think about a murderer or something along them lines. You think like it is disgusting and evil what they do, but you think that they're just evil in their mind. And I remember when I was in, I refused to work in jail. I thought like, no, I'm retired. I'm not working. You know, you're not giving me some shitty wage.
Nothing's changed then, has it?
Yeah, nothing has changed. And so I just signed up to all the courses. I signed up to like the choir. I signed up to like not courses, but like things to get you out of your cell, Alcohol Anonymous and all stuff like that. And when I was in Alcohol Anonymous, there was this man there, and he had like really nice character, and he's joking about and all that. And he said, like, I'm like this all the time, but I drink and I'm like this, and then I black out and I must turn into some evil person, but I don't remember it, and it don't feel like it's me. And he's like, he said like a few times he's his wife or his missus, and he's got up, got in trouble for it, and he's been to jail for something. He didn't drink when he was in jail, and the first day he got out, he was like, oh, come to go to the pub. He said he had that first pint, he started all over again. And then he said he woke up one time in a police cell, and he had all that old blood down him. And he was saying, he was like, woke up all headache and all that, all thing. He pressed the bell. He was like, when am I getting out of here? How long have I been in? He's like, you're not getting out. You're in here for murder. And I'm like, whoa. Like, whoa, you think like murderers and like that are these evil, angry sort of people, but it could be anyone, do you know? I'm on about like you could be a murderer.
Nah,
it is that you get people like with like good character like that have done stuff like that. Well, not in my mind, you think I've done for manslaughter, but still, it's still a killer, do you know? I'm on about it's weird.
I know what you're saying, but I think everyone's got a switching point. Like I think my switching point is very. Like, I mean. What would you say your switching point is? What would you take to... I think the older I've got and how easy it is and how I've seen people in prison, it makes me think twice. Like when people have been out and someone said something and I want to hit them or something, but I think, no, I can't be asked for a night in a cell. That's what I think. But if I did actually hit someone, people can kill someone with one punch.
Yeah, they can.
Fall backwards. And I've heard a couple of stories. Some friend of a friend's dad, football stadium.
Yeah, I know a few people that have killed people. Some of them are nutters, and some of them are just like people you'd never think of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing is though, it's evil though, because you don't just fuck up his life. You might have kids, you might have like mum or sister. You fuck up all their lives, and
yeah, it's but I think it's to do with upbringing as well. Your switching point. Like my parents are very calm, but I was brought up in Surrey, which is a small little bit ghetto back in the day, but not now.
Yeah.
So I've kind of got this little kind of like bit of a like rude boyish act about me, which my parents haven't got, and my brother hasn't got it because he left thinking and went straight in the army. My sister was very sensible and went off and done whatever she's done. But I think where I've lived up on the street a bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That could be right, because my mum's really like quiet, reads books. Just the total opposite to me, like really quiet, and then you got me, it's just out of control.
Yeah, his mum's nothing like I imagined it. I imagined the first time I went round your house to hear like, Daniel, where the fuck are you? Clean your fucking room, cunt! Like, like, oh hello Daniel, would you want me to save some dinner for you?
Yeah.
Like she's so like, yeah. And my mum's a bit like that as well, but I don't know, what did you think my mum would be like?
I don't know. I never thought of it. When I met her, I just thought, yeah, you're quite quiet, chilled out.
I didn't know what to think of you when I first met you. We met, I was doing a music video, weren't we?
Yeah.
They booked Troll Station for it. What was it? Trutopia. But you arrived late.
Yeah, as always. It's not my fault I'm always late.
That's what I'm saying. And I use it, I think, whatever I do. Like, sometimes, oh, sorry, I'm late. I was late getting up.
Yeah.
Or anything. Yeah.
No, that's why they're saying it's not my fault I'm always late. And they're like, well, it is.
But that's Daniel. If you want to book him for anything, you have to deal with the fact that he's always late. I mean, he was meant to come here yesterday, and he was meant to come here today to film in the day. It's now 23:42, 11:45 at night. We finally managed to get him here. So he will do stuff. It just takes a little lot, and he had to be bribed down with a roast carvery.
Yeah, you can always bribe me with food if you need that.
Talking about food, it's the only person I know that goes to the kebab shop on the way to a carvery.
Yeah,
you've got to.
Yeah, would you say selfie eating?
Would you say you've got a food addiction?
Yeah, I'm bad with food. I am bad with food. I spend a lot of money on food. I spend more money on food than anything else.
Really?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
In Dubai, that was quite funny. Just the amount of food that was getting consumed.
Yeah, there's a place called Grillo's in Dubai. They're very yummy. It's like a peri-peri chicken shop. It's much better than Nando's. So if you're in Dubai, go to Grillo's. Sponsorship of the podcast today.
I'll tell you what, I think there's a lot of people on here. I think if they spent a day with you, some point you'd cringe out and be like, no, he's saying it. But then by the end of the day, he kind of wears off on you and you find it amusing. That's what I find. Like when we was in Dubai, he's travelled on the tram somewhere to go to this Burger King to get this exclusive burger, and it's not in stock. So the next thing you know, he's piping up at the manager, and they're like, "Oh, it's not our fault. We do, it is not here." Blah blah blah. No, shame on you! Like kicking right off at them. But see that little Philippine stuff. But I'm like, nah. We're in a foreign. I'm a bit wary of foreign countries, or you're really not. And then, like, the little Filipini birds are like, they're like, no, you should have Mr. Blah, blah, it's coming in next week. Well, I've just travelled on the train, blah, blah, I want a refund for the train. No, shame on you, sir, shame on you. You shouldn't be a manager. Like, really kicking off at them. But then after a while it starts. But the fact that you can do that, have a go at the boss, and then the staff find it funny.
Yeah.
It comes across that it is like there's comedy to it because they're like, this is ridiculous.
Do you know what was ridiculous? Remember when we nearly got arrested for doing the businessman with the laptop falling in the water?
Oh,
and then the was it Coast Guard? No, it wasn't Coast Guard. It was Customs. The Customs manager. Yeah.
This was bad. We'd done a prank in Dubai. Next thing you know, all police have turned up and that. And everyone obviously warned you about Dubai, don't they? And I thought, oh God, what laws are broken.
Do you know what the thing is? I sort of forget that I'm in a different country. I know it's different, like, atmospheres, different, like, I don't know, like, the heat's different and everything. But I still think they've got the same sort of laws as us. But then, when I've done that, it sort of clicked to me like, bruv, you don't know what the fuck you have just done. And I'm like, bruv, am I in trouble? What I'd done was I dressed up as in a suit, like a business suit, and we had a broken laptop. And I walked off the jetty into the water. And this Arab man in is it Condora, you know, like the white Arab people with that, come running down because he thought it was real. And he said, it's like, get out of there. And when I pulled the laptop out, it's like, oh, it must be real because he wouldn't have gone in there with his laptop. And he's looking at me there like, he's like, what's happened? Are you okay? And I'm like, he's like, what's going on here? He's looking around, he turned around and see the camera, and he just lost it.
Yeah.
No, he goes, you think this is funny? You're going to go home and you're going to film this and
Put it on the internet,
no, he didn't say that. He goes, you're going to go home, you're going to watch it and you're going to laugh at me. We find out what's funny. He was like, no, we're not doing it because we're doing it for YouTube. Oh, you're going to put it up on YouTube and everyone's going to laugh at me, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, come on, man, come on. And he's like, no, I'm going to have to ring the ambulance. I was like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah, he phoned the ambulance, didn't he?
Phoned the ambulance, and I've got to ring the police. It's like, come on, man. I was like,
yeah, when he said that, I was like...
And then we thinking, like, we're in loads of trouble. And another customs officer come walking in, also in a Condor. He's a little bit older, weren't he? And he's like, so you do YouTube. What's your YouTube channel? And it gave it to him on the phone. And he's walked out, and we can hear him, like, laughing. And we're like, no, he can't be laughing at that. He must be laughing at something else. And this other one's going mad, crazy, like, you can't do this, you think this is thing, no, you can't do this, you have to ask me to do something like that. No, like, it's not fair. He's come back in, he's speaking in Arabic, oh, blah, 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 like, sat right next to us, he's like, oh, you got out a map, oh, you can do videos round here, and I'm like, are we not in trouble anymore? And this one's still going angry.
Yeah.
Then he goes, after a little while, he goes, do you know what, that might have been funny, but you could have told us. The police have come, and then there was like you hear a lot of stuff like they gave us a contract to sign or a fine to sign, but you didn't pay
that was dodgy because I thought I don't even know what we're signing.
And it was in Arabic. And I'm like, bruv, I can't sign this. It's like, oh, it just says here, like, this is what's happened, just so you can't do it again. I was like, mate, we don't speak English. And he's like, well, it just says here like that. I was like, don't you trust me? I was like, no, we just met you. We don't know about this. Anyway, I can't think
that form scared me because you hear about that kid the other day, CBD left in his car from his mate, and he signed a form which basically said, yeah, I'm happy to go to prison for 25 years. That's why I was like, looking at that form, I was like, I do not want to sign this.
Yeah.
But they were like, no, it's just this.
Yeah.
If they didn't, that would have been a piss take, wouldn't it?
We'd have been in jail right now.
Yeah.
No, and afterwards, we signed it, and he's like, oh, blah, 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 and started giving us loads of drinks. Then he goes, come back here tomorrow and we do this video. And we're like, are we in trouble or not?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I was thinking, are we in trouble? What's going on? They don't seem to want to let us go. And then, one of them was like, oh, no, you come to my office now.
Yeah, we had to wait around for, like, I can't remember what it was. You had to sort of sync out with customs or something, see where we were staying. No, you had to get our passport. Because in Dubai, they scan your passport wherever you're staying. So you had to look into that to find out who we really were. And the other man's like, oh, should we go to my big office? I've got big games there, I've got big TV, we can chill out. And we're like, I don't know, man. Like, are we in trouble? Then after that, a really high police officer come in like a golden, because they wear like green tunics. He come in like a golden one. And he would come walking over to us. He shook my hand, shook the other one's hand, and shook another, the two people there. And he's with a young one, just like a normal officer. He's telling him in Arabic what's happened. He's like, blah, 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 blah. I can see him pointing all down. The old one was all like angry, like disgusted about it. The young one was like, and I'm looking at him like, man, this is a crazy country.
Well, I remember saying, they said, because obviously they just see numbers, innit, and think they're like, next time you want to do this sort of stuff, you tell local officials wherever you are, you're famous in your country.
Yeah. And we're like, can we do this? Yeah, no problem.
Or like, is that the same trip when we went in the desert with the policeman?
Yeah.
Where
it was.
We was doing a blind man sketch, and we wanted in the desert. We wanted the blind man driving the desert buggy around. No, what is it? Desert 4x4. We couldn't find anyone that. We just wanted a person to drive along with us recording with a
blind man stick out the window. So it looks like
No one would do it, and then we asked the policeman.
No, we didn't. We was there and was like, "Can someone do this?" And they was all saying no. And then some young, we didn't even know he was Arabic. Some young Arabic man with he had all short hair and all that. Come on, so what do you want to do here? And he was like, well, things like, why? And he's like, oh, you're a YouTuber. It's like, it's just a random car. Whose car is this? And everyone's like, look, don't let me say it again. Whose car is this? And he's like, hey, pulled out a thing. He's like, I'm CID. Whose car is this? Tell me now. He's like, oh, it's some Indian man. He's like, it's my car, sir. You go drive these around now and do the video.
Yeah. So I think, I do like that.
I do love Dubai, man. That's my home now.
Yeah, you're a resident now, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got residency out there.
Right, getting back to videos and pranks. What's the most prank or video that you've done that you've enjoyed the most in your whole career?
I like the Olympic diving one. Because that's when I used to get adrenaline for running out on pitches. I don't really get that much now. But then I remember I got up on that just before I was about to do it. I had a really bruv, everyone's gonna hate you in there. My mind's racing. I was like, but I said to myself, if you can't do this, if you can't run out and do this, there's loads of people that would do this. You're gonna have to go back and live in Gravesend for the rest of your life. And I'm like, no, man, fuck that. Just run out, and adrenaline was going. I'm trying to laugh in my head off because the man was going come back. I'm trying to take off my clothes, laughing, and
I do like that one. Would you say that's your forte, the stage invasion? No, not stage invasions, like the pitch invasions, that sort of.
I do like that. Yeah.
You've made quite a name for yourself at the moment, haven't you? Under the new name Jarvo 69.
Jarvo 69, yeah.
And it is good because when you said about it. You said, I've done this. I'm like, oh no, I thought he was going to do that. I didn't know you'd got in a kit and done it.
Yeah.
So when I watched it, I was saying to my friend up the road, I was like, he's run out on there, let's watch it. When I watched it, I was like, that's fucking good.
Yeah.
Sent her the link.
It's like the comical value of it is when you're walking out as a player, so no one notices you coming on. And then they're just a big confusion, who's he? And they're all like, who's that? And there's Scooty running on, it's no, I'm a player. And he's like, they're looking at them and they're all confused and they were looking at each other.
What's good is people see you on the internet as a bit of an internet comedian, but running out on a pitch, it's been there, it's been done. And you've done that before, everyone's done that, and there's not really anything funny about it anymore. But the cricket thing, what was the first time? You've done it 3 times.
Yeah, one I just walked out as a fielder.
Which is good because their commentators are saying it, but you pointed at the wrong side.
Yeah. So it makes it look even more.
Did you mean to do that, or just
I didn't. I just didn't know where it was. I was just that in the field. I was like, oh no.
Sometimes things happen, and I do things in the video. Some people, I just say something, and then people are picking up on it in the video. Oh, that was brilliant when you went like that, and I'm like, didn't even mean to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, and then obviously you come out as a bowler, as a batsman. And then got banned from all the games, didn't you? Well,
I ain't been banned from none of them. None of them I'm banned for. All the stuff. All the ones in the newspapers and all stuff like that, saying I've been banned from Headingley and all stuff like that, I've been fined. I've not been fined 1p from that, and I've not been banned from any of the stadiums.
So that's me believing the press.
Yeah.
But you did have a bail condition at the time of the cricket, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a bad stomach things and couldn't release my bail. When I touched that Johnny Barstow, I bumped into it and he walked in front of me, basically.
He would have. He just literally saw you. You know, when you see someone, you're like, you don't know what way to go. Yeah, that's what's happened there, isn't it?
No, I was running towards that, and he decided to walk in the way and then turn around.
I like the way you're annoyed at him for ruining your prank.
Yeah, well, it should be.
Johnny, if you could tweet him, Johnny, I got arrested because of you. Thanks, mate.
It wasn't because of it. He didn't make no statement. It's just the police. This is another thing what they just try to find anything to arrest you on, and they do really piss me off. Yeah, because I'm going to something really deep now. But with that police officer that raped and killed that girl.
Wayne Cousins.
Yeah, Wayne Cousins.
Everard.
Well, he apparently flashed. Like flashed his dick out. It was in like McDonald's like a few weeks before that. And was caught driving around the streets like naked, to have a t-shirt on and naked underneath. And they ain't got no time to do any of that, which is offending people, and flashing people in like McDonald's is like a bad thing. And then now they've got enough time for a victim of crime like me. And the thing is, though, it makes me like hate the police. And I know there is good police officers out there, but it's like the hierarchy.
I know it's
the thing, and the hierarchy of the police is corrupt.
Well, I was chatting to one in Canterbury, and it's 70% of the police giving the other 30% a bad name.
Yeah.
That's a made up figure I like to say to people. They're like, hang on, what? But I say to my mum, she agrees, and she's like, hang on a minute, 70%. Yeah. But no, it's like anything, you get good at,
Yeah, but the thing is, though, they should want to get rid of.
Yeah.
They should want to get rid of the bad ones. They should got all them like egotistical ones and all them ones that just arrest you because they can and abuse their power. They should get rid of them.
Yeah, it has, in this day and age, and what's happened recently with that Wayne Cousins, it has no room for cunts. Every single police officer that has a slight ego or is a bit of a knob,
but
their employees, the other employees that they work with, should be like, Dave's a prick, get rid of him.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, there ain't going to be no difference between that, because when I was younger, there was a police officer in my town, and he got arrested twice for hitting his missus, and they just brushed it under the carpet because they didn't want to look bad, and then he ended up killing these little kids and his wife with a hammer.
It's fucking disgusting.
And I'm like, if they ain't learnt from that, they're not gonna start admitting and learning from this. Do you know what I'm on about?
No.
They're gonna just wait for a little while, brush it under the carpet, and it ain't never gonna change. That's the thing. That's why in Dubai, I know there's that bad thing on there, but you know, with the police out there, they usually just come along. All right, and you've been speeding. There's your ticket.
Do you know what?
Have a good day.
In Dubai, obviously we was there. I didn't meet one police officer with an ego or an issue, because when they approach us, we haven't got an issue to start with, have we?
Yeah.
Sometimes you have an issue a little bit quicker than me.
Yeah.
But generally, the police are all right. But sometimes you do get the odd ones. I'm like, oh god, that officer's going to wind up Daniel. Oh no! And then I have to say to the officers, get that officer away from him, because that's look, you can clearly see he's piping. Look, he's already threatening to phone his solicitors. You can already see there's been a clash of personality over there.
Yeah. No, but I don't know. I just find it's just a really good defensive mechanism. If you just get like offensive and act like a spoiled brat and just become really offended, it just works.
Yeah, I don't know. I try and get on with police. There's one I hate in Canterbury, which to do with that same police officer was talking about at the beginning, the one that ran in the stars, arrested me like something out of like some American movie, like stand there, handcuff, like really over the top. When I was at the little charge bit where they was telling me what I was in for, they were like, "Why was the handcuffs put in him?" I was like, they were like, "Oh, because he was he might have run." I was like, not at all. It was a Saturday night. There was a load of people around. He wanted to, I don't know if he's been watching too many movies. He wanted to look like, I don't know where he got this thing from. He acted all American and ran in, and I just sat there like probably undermining him, and he's just like with his head down. I had to listen to it. But
see, the thing is as well though that I get with the police, like I can't really. I'm too worried to talk to them, because a lot of them are just trying to get information out of you, trying to be nice to get information out of you. When I ran out on that NFL cricket game the other day, them police there was good. They come there, they see they want a crime, they dealt with it properly, and there was no ego in it. And I was speaking to one, but we weren't speaking about nothing about that. We were speaking about rugby and going to, like, he told me to go to that Army and Navy one. And I thought, Army and Navy. Yeah, he's like, run out on that one, you get beat up. Nah. But he just says like he's a rugby fan. He goes there, and it's a really good crack and all stuff like that. And you need like police officers like that. But then straight after that, they rugby tackled one of my friends, and his phone went down the drain.
The same group of police?
No, it was the same group of police. But no, it weren't. Sorry, it was the CID officer that grabbed him. And I can hear on the radio when they grabbed him, it was like, they've done nothing wrong, we just need to get their details, please calm down. Because you know when police have their radios on.
Yeah.
And his phone went down the drain, and he thought he lost it. I was like, brother, we're going to have to go back there and ring it. he was like, well, I've been told to leave and don't come back. Anyway, we found it was down the drain. We weren't like water down it, so it was all mud and all that.
Yeah.
So we had to go to a B&Q and get a what are they called? We get fish out with a net.
Yeah.
So we got a net, fished it out, and we're driving down the road, and about 6 people in planes going, "Get the fuck out of the car! Get the fuck out of the car!" We're like, "What the fuck you want to like?" Whoa.
Well, this is on the way home.
Yeah, this is on the way home.
Well, you was in the car.
Round the corner, about a minute down the road walking.
Yeah.
So we just got in the car. They dragging us away. They're like, "Where's the weapon? Where's the weapon?" We're like, "What? What fucking weapon?"
Well, you was in the...
Yeah. Afterwards, after we got his phone, so we had to get his phone, go into Sainsbury's, wash
This
it.
is who you went there with to record the...
Yeah. Went to wash it, washed it, come back, got in the car, and they just come out and we were mad. I'm like, "Where's the weapon?" I'm like, "What the fucking weapon?" We see you going in the
watched you on camera.
Yeah, and we're like, "You've been so looking down the drain." I was like, "Brother, who the fuck is going to put a weapon down the drain? It'd be so hard to get it out."
Or would they watch you on camera and then they've
No,
seen
I think
you?
one of the security guards, but we told the security guards we got our phone.
Oh, do you know what that reminds me of? You know when we got nicked for impersonation of police?
Yeah. That is good.
Mate,
The funniest thing is, when we got nicked and we got to the police station and you're so like, "You're out, Officer Jarvis."
Oh yeah, because I think when you know you haven't really committed a crime, you're in there laughing your head off. But remember when I said to the police officer, "Just come this way, mate," and they're like, "Don't listen to him. He's not a real police officer. I'm the real police. I'm the real police officer." I'm like, "No, don't listen to him. No, just pop over there, mate. What we're going to do? We're going to take some details and put you in a holding cell."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, he's not the police officer. These two have been." I knew we'd messed up then, though. Not messed up, but I thought we didn't get a CAD number, so that's basically what you need to be in the street with the police outfit.
Yeah, but no, the thing is with this, we was filming with Channel 5, a documentary, Channel 5, in the same area, Camberwell, with them. The police come with them, but when they realised they was with a big production company, they left. They was like, "Well, we can't fuck around with these because they will sue us." Then the next day we went there to shoot a charity music video, and they're like, "Well, we're not with the production company now. Let's nick them."
No, but we didn't. Did we have a CAD number the day before?
No, we didn't. And
they come from everywhere. I knew. Imagine a camera that's about this big, right? Because you had the riot gear on, like bashing me on the head, weren't you? And I was like, the camera was on. I was like, yeah. I was like, "Mate, I think
CCTV camera.
I think we need to go." Remember, I knew something weren't right.
Yeah.
Got in my van. Was you in the van? At the time? Do you remember?
And they'll just come out.
Police everywhere like that. I knew we messed up.
But I knew when he going there because my solicitor said, "Write a statement and then do no comment interview." I said, "It's my police gear. We rented it from, I can't remember, it was like Foxtrot Production or one of them production companies. And what is it? I put Foxtrot Productions. I wrote that down, Foxtrot Productions. And he's gone Fox Fancy Dress. I was like, "No, Foxtrot Production. I didn't say Fox Fancy Dress." And it got to court. I remember it got to court, and I was like, "This is bullshit." And my solicitor Altiv from Centurion Solicitors, big up Altiv. If you're in London, get him. He's always there. He's a good solicitor. No bullshit. Altiv from Centurion Solicitors. But anyway, they was like, "No, take this to Crown Court. You're getting done for offensive weapon because it was in there." And he was like, "This will get chucked out at Crown Court." I got in there like that into the magistrate's court. "I want to take this to Crown Court." "Oh, I wouldn't do that if I was you. You get a lot bigger sentence and they're a lot more stricter. We can deal with it here." I was like, "No, I want to take it to Crown Court." "Are you sure? Don't listen to your solicitor." I'm like, "Listen, I want to take it to Crown Court. Don't give me illegal advice because you're just a volunteer." Got to Crown Court, got straight in there. He's like, "Well, this is not an offence. This is all dropped."
Yeah, because they were trying to do us for impersonation of police and an offensive weapon. But it was like, no, that's part of the police outfit. It's the offensive weapon. What was it? A bar?
A
baton. We're like, no, the offensive weapon comes with the police outfit.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do us for impersonation, it comes with it.
Yeah.
We haven't got that, and I don't know, it's a bit of a weird one, wasn't it?
And then the thing is, I had to go back because impersonating a police officer, well, 1 week wasn't even a jailable offence. So we had to go back to magistrates' court.
I got remanded for this.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, if you watch the first podcast, I was talking about it when you're in the cell hearing.
Yeah. That's the worst.
Well, I've heard that anyway, and I've seen you come out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh sweet, I'm getting out next. No.
Do you know what the worst thing is? What they done then? Now when they give you what's it? I should have done this. I should have took your car. They gave me your not evidence. You know when they take your stuff off you and they put it in a bag.
Yeah.
They gave me your one of that. What's it called? Not evidence. You know, put it all in a bag, all your stuff.
Yeah.
Property. Your property. They gave me your property. So I could have just gone out there, took your van, and driven home.
The funny thing is, well, I got remanded for I don't know why they decided to remind me. Saying because I didn't always live at my address because I was like on the road making vids quite a lot. Mate, 3 days in a cell because that was the Friday night, weren't it? Till the Monday morning.
What was that?
I mean, obviously you've done time in prison, but 3 days in that cell.
Nah, man, I'd rather do my sentence. I swear to God, I'd rather do that 2 months in jail.
It drives you insane. It fucks your brain
I'd
up.
rather do 2 months in jail than 3 days in a prison.
But it's quite an experience. I look back now and being like, when someone says, "Oh, I went to prison," I went in them white. When you're saying, "Oh, there he goes off in the white van," I think I've been in one of them. I know what it's like inside. The little water things that they pierce and give to you. Did you have them?
Nah.
No, but I think I've seen there, looked opposite, seen people in there. Like I've been had that experience. When I got, because obviously that was Friday. When I got there on the Monday in court, you go down under the court in a holding cell. The person knew me from vids. He's like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Oh," they're like, "That's ridiculous." They're like, "I'm like, I just want to have a shower. I just need." They're like, "Go into this sink bit." He was like, "Yeah, no, like, it's funny because it's weird how they know you, isn't it? You've got all these random, like, you know, like you guys. If you ever see us, isn't it? Just like, "Hello, Lee. Hello, Dan."
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like a massive group of random friends, isn't it? And you kind of want to know stuff about people you see, don't you? Like, "Oh, how do you see it?" Blah blah. Blah. So anyway, this guy's just like, "Oh, Lee, what's happened?" Blah blah blah. I'm just like, "Oh, this has happened." I used to find that well weird at first, that the fact that people just knew my name. Yeah. But I've obviously got used to it over the years. But he was like, "No, spend as long as you want in the sink and that." I was getting the soap, had a full shower, shampoo, like literally like having a bath in this little sink. Like,
you can have showers in the cells though. You keep saying, "Oh, I want to go for a shower. I want to go for a fresh air." They give it to you.
They wouldn't
they?
But anyway, I was having a blow dry under the thing, you know, like pushing my hands and then going. When I got through, like when it went to, anyway, after that, I like felt all freshened up and that. I'd been wearing the grey clothes, then I was back in my own clothes. They were like, "Oh yeah, we arrested him Monday." Like I was feeling, because I think there might have even been like some hand lotion which I was using as like face cream. Yeah. When I've come up to they're like, "Oh, what's he here for?" Blah blah blah. Not guilty. Why has he been remanded? Oh, because he doesn't always look this. The woman was like, "Why has he been remanded?" Looked at me. I'm feeling like in my head, I'm feeling fresh. Like I'm going out on a Friday night. Like she's looked at me like, "Oh, he's been in since Monday." Like, no, he's been in since Friday. Like, really? He's got fucking head. It's well fresh. Anyway, straight out after that. But waste of a weekend.
Oh, talking about people knowing us and stuff like that. I don't know why, because their thing was just like a really small crime what we got sent down for. We appealed for it on, I think it was like the first day we got in there, appealed it straight away. About 5 weeks into it, they when we went to it, you had to go to a Crown Court, but they sent it to the Old Bailey. If you don't know what the Old Bailey is, that is the highest Crown Court in the country. And it was a weird, like they've got all like their wigs on. They've got all like the wigs on, it's like a proper high court, and it's like a long, horrible cell, and you've got like, "Fuck my life, 25 years and blah 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 blah." When we went up on there, the people that actually take you, they put you in handcuffs and take you up to the court. One of them recognised us, and the other ones just all there like that, all quiet. And when we was inside, they got a YouTube video and played it, and they was just there like putting their heads down there like that, trying not to laugh in there. They got out, they was like, "Oh, it's well good, I've got to go follow it, blah 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 blah." Got put back in the cells, we've got put back in the van to go back to jail, like, "Oh, good luck, we're going to follow your videos and all that now."
We had that with with the impersonation of police, didn't we? Do you remember the CCTV operator? He was like, before, I think he was like a gay bloke, wasn't he? Because he was like, before, he wasn't even in the police, he'd had to come 5 hours from another place. Did he? Yeah, he was like, "Oh, before I knew what you guys were about, I was just, I was just doing my job, obviously put it through, I feel bad I did now, blah, blah, blah. Since I knew what you guys do, I followed all of it, I love it, brilliant stuff."
Oh, the best thing about that was, it was that judge. Do you know that judge, when we got in there, it was like, we turned up late and all that, they just weren't even bothered. And then, there was this like African prosecutor, that's like, you got your solicitor sticking up for you, and you got the prosecutor that's sort of, I don't know what, attacking you, trying to get the worst sentence.
It was like the prosecutor had been on holiday for 6 weeks and come in and been handed a load of paperwork that Monday morning. He was like looking there like,
Yeah, but the thing was, I seen as soon as that judge come in, he like looked at us and then just looked at the what is it, prosecutor and was like. Like that straight away.
Like he knew from before.
Yeah. And this is a district judge, so they go around to different courts. And he's like, how long are you going to be? And he's like, can you just give me 10 minutes? He's like, I'll give you 15. Come back out. 15 minutes later, we come back in. He's like,
do you remember when we was having a small chat?
Yeah, no, let's come into that.
Yeah.
And then he's like, are you ready now? And he's like, he goes, well, are you ready or not? He's like, I just need to. It's like, oh, right then, look, how long do you need? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, right, I'm going to give you another 10 minutes. If you're not ready, then that's your thing. Come back in there. He's like, all right, you ready? And he's like, yes. He's like, well, thank God for that. He's really sarcastic, weren't he? And then, what is it?
It was like he was the person that had done the crime.
Yeah. And then he went, and then we didn't know it started. And me and him were just like chatting away, like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, 1 minute. He goes, excuse me, can you hear him?
Like, oh God.
Yeah, he's like,
sorry,
can you hear him? He's like, no, sorry, we can't. He's like, even can I speak up? It's like, what? And he's like, sorry about that, sir, blah, 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 blah. And, I don't know, I know that's another thing. It's like, when they brought us to the thing, well, it brought us to the, what's it called? And he's like, did the people across the road think you was a police officer? Ashley that slammed the thing there like that, and he goes,
"How would he know?
You can't ask questions like that."
How would he know? He's not the other people, is he?
And he's like, proper like, oh no, he must be a fan of us. He must, I like their videos. No, we're not giving.
But at that time, the fact is that we was dancing in police outfits. We thought if this is going to look so bad, if they do us for raising money for a charity music video, innit?
Yeah.
But the police switched it up. They said they was aware who we were. Because they'd seen us, we were the same guys that went in their police station dancing before. So they said they was aware that we had a huge round done that, and then they switched it from impersonation of police to impersonation of police with intent to deceive. Now we could have gone guilty for that and just took the charge, but the fact that they tried to stitch YouTubers up, like knowing you've got to go to court and you've got to deal with all that.
That's the thing what I really dislike about the police. It ain't even like if you're guilty or not guilty or anything there like that. It's more like, oh, we can fuck these up. It's gonna make us look good, and nothing's gonna be like if any of their colleagues does anything wrong and then it gets hidden.
It does annoy me. I wish I had a better solicitor on that first case, because otherwise he'd have pulled that thing apart and I wouldn't have the sentence I had for that thing.
That's what you got to be careful of. Like a lot of like duty solicitors and all stuff like that. You got to really find a good one that would always stick up for you, because a lot of them can talk the talk because they've been doing this for a long time. So they know how to talk to you. They know how to talk to you, but they don't have your best interest at heart. Is that right?
I think they're on a point system. Some of them are for the court. It's like just to get the convictions.
Yeah.
Like you've had it before and I've had it before, where they're like, go guilty. It's like, no, I'm not guilty. I'm not going guilty. And the next thing you know, it's going to go to court. It's going to go to trial. You're going to get bigger sentence. Oh, it's been thrown out now because our solicitor's actually doing something. Actually, like I had one where they tried saying I broke in a trampoline park and said, the woman shut the door. Then he ran across and tried almost a minute after. When I watched the CCTV, I knew, because I'm thinking I'll never see this woman close the door. Yeah. I watched the CCTV. I was like, can I just play that back a minute? They'd edited it. Obviously, a CCTV isn't moving. It's a still image, isn't it? Out of nowhere, they cut me, and I just appear out of nowhere.
Yeah. So it just cuts in the thing.
Yeah. I'm like, sorry, do I appear out of nowhere? Have I got fucking invisible powers? But like, and the people all in the court were like, how did you notice that? I'm like, because look, I'm just appearing out of the concrete.
Yeah. The thing is with court, they've got to show the raw footage and all of it. Do you know what I'm on about? You can't cut it then give it to the court. The court have got to watch the whole footage raw. It don't even matter if they was there for half hour. They've got to watch that half hour from start to finish. They can't just show like bits of it because they can cut if they start editing it. And that's quite a big one. That's what's that word called?
But the police said the trampoline park edited it. Well, I'm not going to know, but. Similar thing with Asda. Yeah,
but then still, that is not right though, because they have to. When they get a video, they've got to give it to like a video analyst, and they say, this is fine for evidence. No, this is not good for evidence. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do hate the fact that I have some convictions, even though I'm innocent.
Shush.
Wrong one. Have you got any things on your convictions when you know you're innocent, but you've took the conviction anyway?
No, I've had a lot of. No, I've had stuff like where it's just a fine.
Yeah.
And I can't get no else for it. I can't be fucked to go to trial and do all that shit. So I'm just like, yeah, okay, yeah, guilty. Boom, to get it over with. Give me your shitty fine. No, I'm not going to pay, so I don't even care.
That is ridiculous. Tell me some jail stories. Obviously, you went to jail for a prank. You had good time in there, and you said to me the other day, what did you say about jail?
Do you know what? Jail is something, yeah, you just can't. You can't explain. Can you have a laugh in there? Yeah. Is there violence in there? Yeah. Are you safe in there? Yeah. Is it? I don't know, man. Like, to me, it don't even seem like jail. It just seems, because I didn't accept it as jail. I thought, do you know what? Like, this is a new chapter in your life, and I want to like embrace it more than think. I know it's jail and it's horrible, and it's like there's no place for no one really. There's like a lot of mental health in there that people need help, and people are like, well, they should be punished and all stuff like that. But if you make prison like a really horrible thing, it don't rehabilitate them.
It drive people insane.
Yeah,
taking people away from other humans. We're human. We like to interact.
No, but it's not like the cells. The cells kill you. Like, I'd rather do 1 week in jail than 24 hours in the cell, because you're just there like, what do I do? Ugh. See, in jail you've got a TV. You can speak to people. You go out and like the the exercise yards. You speak to people. When I was in there, I never hanged around with like, no, what's it called? Anyone who kept talking shit about they've done this and they've sold this, they've got this car, or they're a bad man, they run their ends, or anything there like that. I hanged around with all funny people. If you go in there with funny people, it makes your day go really quick.
Is there so you got just like out in the street, you've got like your dickheads down the park.
No. At school, you see, at school.
Yeah.
It's like, it reminded me a lot of my naughty school, because I got kicked out of school and I went to naughty school. It reminded me of that.
Naughty school.
Yeah, naughty school, yeah. But it reminded me of that. But you get all walks of life in there. You get older people in there, you get nerdy people, you get geeks. You get everything in there, like all walks of life in there. And the geeky people get on all right.
Is there people, when you were there, was there people that you would protect? You think, no, they're being a bit out of order. Would you ever stick up for anyone that was being...
I don't know, man, because it's really on edge now. And I hate seeing people getting bullied. But another thing is, though, then bad lord, I don't know what you call them, bad man, like, I don't know, like the big people in there, they don't like seeing people getting bullied. Like, so if someone bullies someone, if they got a nerd and someone's going around bullying them, usually they would get, what's it called? Someone would say, no, fuck that, you're not bullying this person, who the fuck you are, and start bullying them. It's a really weird thing, man. It's a really quick, like the hierarchy can get, the person who thinks the hardest one on the wing can next week be the pussy on the wing who's getting bullied. So now I'm on about, there was someone on there, that was really mathy and he was really confident. But the thing is with Jal, being like aggressive and is not enough. Being aggressive and confident and talking your way out of stuff, like intimidating people, is not enough. Because you get people that intimidation don't work. And it was this when I got in there, I thought, do you know what, this man must be thin, because he had like one of them H belts, do you know what I'm on about? And he was like dressed all nice, and he's like, he had like the attitude, and he's like, yeah, blah blah blah, and he kept talking. I was like, do you know what, he might actually be saying, because you don't know who's like something. And his mate was another one who was like that, and when the things started giving mouthy to him, he'd be like, look, don't think I'll get you fucked up, I've got smartphones in here, so don't fuck around with me, blah 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 blah. Because what Wandsworth is like, is really understaffed, so they treat you like a kid more than like a criminal, because they're like, oh come on, be nice, I've been good to you today, come on, go back to your cell.
Did you say you could get away with being out your cell all the time?
Yeah, I could have got away with getting out of my cell. Let me go back to this first thing, then we get to that. But anyway, so this person was in there, and he was big and all stuff like that, and he started getting mouthy to two kids, I don't want to say kids, but it was like 18, 19 year olds. And they're skinny little fellas, but they just weren't backing down. And he's like, I'm gonna fucking think. They're like, well, come on, good. Stop coming to my cell. We're gonna have a fight at blah 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 blah. And I was like, John, what? He's gonna hurt him.
Oh, hold your set there. Do you think at that age you think you're harder than you are now?
No, it was him.
Yeah.
It was him. Yeah, I do. I think at 18 you're really naive.
And you think if you've had a couple of fights and won, you think you can take on anyone?
Yeah. I think at that age, but that's what they probably did think. But they was calm about it, and he kept trying to intimidate them. And he hanged around with this big fella, this musty fella, and he was a nutcase in there. And they was about to fight, and the two kids went in because you fight in a cell. The two kids went in, or two kids, like 8 and 9 year olds, walked in the cell, and they're like skinny and all that. And he went to go in, and he panicked. And he took off his belt. I'm gonna fucking kill them! I'm gonna kill them! The big fella grabs him. What the fuck are you doing? He's like, get off me! I'm gonna kill him! I'm gonna kill him! The gov come over, and he's like, what's going on here? So nothing's going on here. You stay over there. You stay over there. And he's like, let me in there. Let me in there now, like that. And the big fella's like, what the fuck's he doing? Bowled off there like that. Came there like that. He haven't like, what are you doing in this man's cell to the two kids, 18-year-olds? And they're all like, we're just chilling in here. Blah 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 blah. He's like, get out! He's like, why are they in your cell? He's like, the
18-year-olds are in his cell?
Yeah, no, not in his cell, in like some Irish fellas, Dublin his name was.
Yeah.
In his cell. And the Irish one's just like, bruv, what the fuck are you doing? You, like, when there's a straightener going on, you don't kick off. You straighten that cell and that's it. It goes down then, and that's it.
Oh, so the Irish guy told him that's the...
No.
The paper. No, look, what are you doing, kicking off? No, you go in silent.
No, he didn't even do that. He was all shocked there like that. And then the kids come out like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you can't do that. He went over to the big fella, he was like, I was about to kill him. He was like, get the fuck away from me, you pussy. You grass, you snitch. They're like, he's like, we're on the back. He goes, you didn't want to fight him. He goes, you're scared, don't ever talk to me ever again. And after that, he was getting bullied every single day. He was all pissing his final stuff in his cell, like all piss up in his cell. But, I don't know, I never used to hang around with any of them ones there.
Did a lot of people know Troll Station in there, like you?
Yeah, we had loads of people. Oh, Troll Station, blah, 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 blah.
That's funny. And you done pranks in there, didn't you?
Yeah, done pranks in there. The funny thing was, when we was getting sent down, the judge goes, "Well, you won't be doing any videos for a while because you're getting so many months." Blah 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 blah. And I was like, "You want to bet, mate?" As soon as I got in there, I got a phone and just started filming pranks and that in there.
Do you know what I like your story about the drone?
Yeah.
When you was in the holding wing, what was it? What happened? You just heard it one night, like.
No, we was in. When you first go in here, you're on the B-Cat wing. That's like the violent sort of prisoners that are, it's just a nuisance and all that.
Yeah.
And you got and then after 5 weeks, we just told them we was on C-Cat. They didn't bother checking on the computer. They're like, I'll send you over to the C-Cat wing. Got sent over to the C-Cat wing. And the first night I was in there, because the other ones, it's like a window like this. You can't open it.
Yeah.
They just got like things big, so you can't open it. The other one has just got like a window where you just open it, and it's just got bar cells there. And we're just laying there, and then you hear. I've been laying asleep for about an hour. I'm like, I got up there like that. The guy was I was like, is that a fucking drone? He was like, yeah.
That's a loud wasp.
Yeah.
What? You proper knew the drone noise? What?
Yeah.
It was like real.
And it was coming every fucking night. Every night, sometimes 2.
Well, so you can get Deliveroo in there.
It was a fucking air mail. Yeah.
Well, and, could you see what room it was picking up?
Yeah.
How were they collecting it?
But do you know what I thought? Yeah, it's going to be a drone, and then it's just going to fly, and it's just going to be like a little bit the bag on it underneath. It ain't. It's a drone right up there, a big bit of rope going all the way down, and then a big bag. It's like a Tesco bag, full up with goodies.
Full up with goodies, Freddo bars.
Yeah. But you could get anything in there. You get
Quavers, Big Cheetos.
But you get bottles of rocks in there.
Is it
Jack Daniels? Fucking food. Anything you can get in there.
That is, I don't know why that is. Someone crashed and died, didn't they, from that place? The one.
Yeah.
Shortly after you got out, it was in the paper. Like they'd had a big crash.
Yeah.
So one of their suppliers went down then.
Yeah, the airmail stopped. Man, that jail was such a crazy jail, man. You can look. This another story is you can look him up. His name's Neil Moore. There was a rumour going around in jail that someone hacked the system and what's it called, and released himself. And I was like, bro, that's bullshit, because there's a lot of bullshit going around in jail.
Yeah.
And when I got my phone, I looked it up. And he didn't hack the system. He made a domain name similar to the court's domain. And when you get a domain is the website. So like Google is a domain, Yahoo is a domain. So he got one like that, and it comes with a what's it come? When you get a domain, when you buy a website, you can use the email. So Google can use anything at gmail.com or google.com. He's bought one similar to the it was at Kingston Crown Court, and it's at kingston.crown.glc.uk. So he's done Kingston-crown at glc.uk. And he sent an email to the governor in there, to the main governor, saying he's been granted bail. And they fucking released him. And it's all over the type of thing, Neil Moore.
Mate, that's
so I'm like, bro, that could not happen in anywhere except for Wandsworth.
That is so clever, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is really clever. What else happened? Anything really leery happening? Do you know what? Tell me about the food.
It's like school dinners and all that in now. I will tell you a funny story.
Did you actually? The food, are you quite restricted because you come out a little bit slimmer than you went in?
Yeah, I'm used to eating like 10 times a day. They've only got like three meals in now, and where I refused to work, I couldn't spend that much in the canteen. Do you know what I'm on about?
Yeah.
But when we first got in there, I was just me. I'm like loud, spoiled brat. Just don't take no shit. Like, not of like the people, but like the govs and all that, and just annoy them. And they're just like, bruv, just let him do what he wants. It'll stop with my headache. But if they tell me to go back to say, why are you coming up to me for? Why are you coming up to me? Why do you keep bullying me? What's your problem with me? And there ain't no problem. I was like, there is, because you keep coming up to me. This is the first time I met you. No, you told me to go in there yesterday. And they're like, whoa, like I can't put up with this one. All these other ones, and then when I'm on the phone, I just pretend to be on the phone. I'm in an important call. I'll speak to my solicitor. Oh, yeah, blah 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 blah. No, your thing. Why are you harassing me for? And it's like, bruv, I can't be bothered with this person. Just let the baby out of his cell.
Yeah, it's a bit like that now.
Yeah, and so I was out of my cell a lot, and they wouldn't send me back to my cell. Gomez used to always go back to the cell, but anything we used to get, I always used to just share with him. And you've only got one t-shirt, one jumper, one trousers. And I kept going down to the like where you swap them over. And I used to leave my jumper in there like that, and be like, all right, yeah, give me a jumper. I need a new jumper. I need a new t-shirt. I need trousers. It's like, well, go up there and think. I was like, well, you want me to come down here naked? No, I want to get a report for that. Blah blah blah. And just like, just take it. I was like, I need a blanket as well. All right. So we got about. I had 3 blankets. Gomez had 3. I had like loads of sheets, pillows, everything. We got everything on there, and Gomez was in there being really polite, like, "Oh yeah, thank you, please, blah blah blah." And he thought, like, if you just be nice to everyone in there, they're going to say he's a nice lad and treat him well. I was just being in there, just being me, just being ruthless and all like that, and I was getting everything given to me. And I'm sort of made friends with the servery people. They're the people that give you all the food and all that. And I used to get extra food all the time, but I used to always share it with Gomez. I used to get 2 scoops of rice and potatoes, extra potatoes and all that, and go up there, a little bit extra meat, and just go up there. And one time he was in the dinner queue. It was him, someone else, then me. I see him going in there, put the tray up there like that. He's like, oh yeah. He goes, what would you like? Rice or potatoes? And he's getting to go.
What was it? Was it like a restaurant you'd go?
No, like a carvery sort of thing. Do you know what I'm on about? Like school dinners. Yeah, let's go there like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, can I have rice, please? He's like, can I have some potatoes, please? He's like, what? He's like, can I have a potato? He's like, no, you can't. He's like, there. He's like, what the end? Yeah, the other person come, and the next one he's like, are you alright, Jarvo? I was like, what's up, my man? He's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, give me 2 scoops of rice on that. He's like, bling, bling. Like, yeah, throw some of them potatoes on there. It's like, I can see Gomez at the end, like, got back to the cell. I was like, don't worry, I'm sharing it with you anyway. He's like, this is fucking bullshit. I can't handle this anymore. He's like, you're just like, I'm respectful for everyone. Because you're just a prick and got no respect for everything and get everything given to you.
Oh, do you know what that reminds me of? This is the carvery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're in the carvery. This is fucking ridiculous.
It's only about a month ago.
Yeah, we're in there. What meats did you ask for?
I think it's chicken and beef. It was all of them, weren't it? Yeah, that's
all of them, right? But he's cut extra off on one, but left it there because obviously the next person who is going to ask for beef.
No, right. So what? You get like a right amount. So he's done one slice on the chicken, one slice on the pork, and then one slice on the thing. But a little bit more's come off. So he's going through there like that. And it's like, give me that little bit there. He's like, no, you can't.
No, that's for the next person. He's cut like 1.5 slices. Half of it's just laying there. He's like, no, that's for the next person. You can't have that. Then Jarvo's been sent off.
No, he's been sent off. You've come along.
No, you've gone off to get. You've gone off to get your veg. He's buying the stuff in, but he's just food lawyers of a dog. He's eyeing it up. He's eyeing this bit up. But the person's gone off because like the pork would run out or something. And then another person's walked past, taking plates out the back. And John's gone, excuse me, sir. That bit of beef there that's fallen down the side, can you put that on my plate? He was handing it over, but it slipped off the knife while he was handing it to me. So I've only got half a bit of beef. No worries.
The thing is, I just put it on you. I'm trying not to laugh, and I could just see him come back, look straight at it, and just like, "Oh no, you've got it."
I don't know why. It's little things like that that really tickle me because he knows you've got it, and then he thinks you took it. Like if they looked on CCTV just to see his own colleague handing it to you. It's probably one of them things where you've got to be there, I think.
Yeah.
And if you know him, it's the food. It's the pure food law. It is the fact that he's managed to achieve a little bit more than everyone else. Yeah, no, that cracked me up. I'm trying to think of other scenarios like that, but I can't off the top of my head. What would you say? Little funny things, in between you and your circle of friends, like little funny things happen that tickle you.
It's like that. Ali Law's outro. Do you know what about that? Like Ali Law's got this outro with music. It's got that one. And then on my latest video, I'll put it up on that. Yeah.
Well, he's phoned me. He said, "Have you seen my new video?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I thought I'd seen it. Maybe I just didn't watch to the end.
Yeah.
Or the main part. I'd watch the main part. Skip to the end.
Yeah.
And it's Ali Law's outro. Yeah, I was creasing.
So that little stuff like that. It's just like I think he said he was with his missus and he's laughing his head off.
Yeah, but like, you don't get it. Inside.
What are you on about?
Jokes. Yeah. It's like inside jokes, isn't it? I love like what other things are ridiculous. Your timekeeping, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, so it's yours though. Lee's really late as well. Like, he's been hanging around with me too much and picked up all my bad habits.
I don't even change my bed sheets anymore.
Talking about that, I remember when we first met Ali Law, and he's been like really respectful on all of his clips. And he's come out with us, and the next thing he's like, "Fuck you, blah blah blah," swearing left, right, and centre.
I used to like. What would you say your favourite overnight is? Because obviously, actually, would you say you was the first person to do an overnight challenge? I
was the first person to do an overnight challenge. It was 2013, I think it was. But I'd done my local swimming pool, got put in a newspaper and all that.
But it wasn't called an overnight challenge then, was it?
No, no one even knew what it was. I just done the first one and...
They are good fun, but you still want to do them, but I don't see it as progression. I see it as a potential getting nicked and...
Yeah, but then anything could be potential getting it. Put the police uniform on the potential for getting nicked.
No, not if you want to run it. But that is just, I don't know, I'm just over that.
I've been nicked for ringing 101 and they decided to nick me afterwards.
I loved overnights. I think I'd do a grand finale if everyone was there. See, like if there was like 20 of us, like a real piss taking one.
The thing is, though, like now there's nothing to do right now, so it's like like instead of going to the pub, you go do an overnight, and then you make loads of people happy in the area, and you cause loads of outrage to other people in the area. That makes it even more funnier.
I know what you say. Dan. I think we both love it. Like causing outrage. We have this theory in our head of what the public will think, and we make these. But he makes these fake articles. Like trolling people in like the local residents group. Like around here, we've got Canterbury Residents Group, Herne Bay Chatters, Fanet, whatever. You've done so many like of these random. You just like shock factor of people reading comments. Like, oh my god, this is so wrong.
No, what is it? the thing is though, my town Gravesend, it's like a small. I don't know. Is it a small town?
Yeah, really.
It's a shit town, and they don't get out a lot, and they're really like, I don't know, like there's loads of Karens on there, innit? They're like shocked and get angry really quick. And I remember do you remember there was a whale gone, because I live just outside London, but the River Thames comes through my town, or side of my town, whatever you want to say, and there was a whale in it, an Arctic whale went up there, it was Benny, if any of you remember. And I've got like a trolling account on Facebook, and I wrote up a big article saying we're going to go hunt and kill the whale. He's been causing too much things. He's cancelled the fireworks. He's disrupting the shipping lanes and blah 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 blah.
Because then you straight away it cancelled the fireworks. Well, he's allowed to be there. Benny's allowed to be in the river.
Yeah.
Like,
and there was like, no, he entered here illegally, you know, and all stuff like that. He ain't even supposed to be in his territory and all this crap. And then I was like, we're going to go. Hunt and kill the whale? We can get away with this on the Declaration of Human Rights Act, like 1964, for food consumption, which is actually a fact. And then we're gonna give half of it to the homeless heroin addicts, and then what's that company called? The homeless company, I can't remember what it is, and the other half will Care for Calais for the immigrants coming over to the want to come over to the UK, and it just set them off like Gravesend people was like, this is fucking disgusting, how dare you, blah 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 blah, and it makes me giggle.
Do you do it under your own name or do it?
No, this is the trolling. We won't
say our trolling account names, but I've got one who in theory looks like a brother to this person as well.
Yeah.
So we'll say this name. Say the name is like Dave Smith. We'd be like, have you seen Jarvo phone me laughing his head off? It'd be like, have you seen Gravesend residents group? Dave Smith's causing a little bit of a problem today, or Dave, stirring up a little bit. Dave's stirring up a lot of trouble in there today. Yeah,
but the thing is, I've done it in Canterbury's resident group. And like, I don't really agree with you on killing the whale and all stuff like that. But each to my own. I wouldn't do it myself personally. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want this reaction. He
said he's going to kill a whale. Then 24 hours later, he's manufactured this picture of a dead whale and people like where they've shot it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh my god, he actually has. This is disgusting. Look, no, it is him. Look at his profile. Yeah. Switches the pictures to like load of like hunting pictures. Like, he obviously has.
I joined loads of hunting groups and all stuff like that. Yeah, like, I think he really is, because he said he goes hunting and everything like that.
I mean, that's one. There's been, Ali's got an account as well. There's been so many times, isn't there?
No, I like it. I like it when I've done a video and I just put it out and I get a phone call from you and I'm like, hello, and I just hear.
I don't know why. When you put something out and you look in a group and there's 400 comments. Yeah. See, I like people like, oh, this is brilliant, this is happy, I really like this. You like comments where this is disgusting, blah, blah, blah. What if my nan saw this?
Yeah. No, I'll tell you, I know I said earlier, my favourite prank probably was giving being a traffic warden and giving tickets to police. I really like that because they were just confused and they're like, I'm the police. Yeah, we're not above the law, mate. Can I call my superior, please? No, you can't. I'm giving you a ticket. And it's just like they didn't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, you acted really well in that one. Yeah, no, that went on that programme, didn't it? I saw it on it.
RuTube. I liked the Queen's Guard one, but my favourite video of all time was the police officer getting egged by loads of little kids. And all I said, I was like, go on kids. And we dressed up there, well, one of our actors in a police uniform. We just bought loads of eggs and got loads of the kids to egg him. So this fake police officer.
It was going off, wasn't it?
And it was going off and it was going crazy and I couldn't sleep. Like, as soon as I had a little bit of consciousness, I'd wake up, look at the thing there, like, I'd laugh my head off, go back to sleep. Yeah. And I'm trying to sleep and I'm like, I've got to go back on it. I didn't sleep about 3 days. It was making me laugh too much. And then it got fucking fake news. I'm like, what the fuck? This ain't even news.
Yeah, no, that's funny. The fake police ones have done really well, haven't it?
Yeah.
I like some of the comments like, oh, I feel sorry for this police. When in 1 week he's been stuck in mud, he's jumped in the sea, he's been run over.
Yeah.
Some people's comments do tickle me. I think comments are just from the vids. You put up a vid, you wait a bit and then have a look through the comments. Some people's comments are good, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, I think it's my favourite social media now. I really like Twitter because Twitter's got a lot of banter on it and it's just a lot of banter. There's more banter with people on it. See, like with Facebook, you get like
fucking shut down. You get shut down. I've had my Instagram and Facebook shut down. Twitter, you can. Yeah, I don't have Instagram at the moment. I don't know if it'll come back. And my personal Facebook with all the old pictures from years ago.
Yeah, but that's bad. Like, what they should do is like, look, you're banned now. Go save all your old pictures and all stuff like that. Blah 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 blah. Because people use that as like an archive. Do you know what I'm on about? It's like a diary sort of thing. When you look back at all stuff and all stuff. Yeah.
I do think it's obviously picking up words. It's wrong the way it just. It's not what's the word? People go, oh, no freedom of speech. I mean, it's not my platform. It's not. I don't own Facebook. If they want to, they put all these words on it to try and make it such a happy place, isn't it? So what's happened to me the other day? It's picked up some word, and it's just I can't believe anyone's done it that quick and reported me because it weren't even worth reporting.
Yeah.
It's a joke, and its words have been picked up, and that's why. But Twitter's not so bad, is it?
Nah, Twitter, you can actually have a joke. You can actually be yourself on there. Like, see what Facebook's doing is trying to please everyone, and then just like a lot of the times that then people that are offended ain't really offended. They act offended, or they say, "Oh, what about these people that are blah 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 blah?" And they're like, "Well, let them speak for it. They don't need you to dictate what they should think and all stuff like that." That's what I think it is. They get attention from it.
Have you written a word and it says this word may come up before with bullying and harassment? You still want to post?
And I've had ones that are what's it called, and then I've appealed against it, like, oh sorry, blah 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 blah. But
it's like Facebook is a Karen. Like someone wrote in the Canterbury Residents group, just very rude lady on the ice cream stall. Couldn't believe it. Won't be going there again. Me Morelli's just up by thinking. She's like, yeah, that's the one. No worries, going down there now to firebomb the stall. Like that. And next thing you know, 30-day ban. I'm like, oh my god, like.
But I've had them 30-day bans, and they're like, oh okay, you've learnt your lesson now. We're gonna let you go after 1 week.
Have you?
Yeah, I've had it like they've just ended early.
I've had a few of them, but I didn't think whatever I've done is linked with my Instagram somehow, even though my Facebook and Instagram is not connected. And
you know that Jack I've rung last night when you told me this happened.
Yeah,
I think he said he's had 9 30-day bans.
Oh, so I've had nowhere near.
It's 8 or 9 30-day bans. I'm like, fucking hell.
I don't know how it works. I think because I was talking about immigrants, but in a joking way, it's picked it up as like I'm being racist or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but then again, though, I don't think Facebook knows what it's doing. I think Facebook are just letting the robots do whatever they fucking want.
It's like some of the videos we put on there. Some of them get demonetised. We're like, why is that demonetised? Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? We're not out. There's a reason why we haven't got a normal job. It's to piss people off and earn money out of it. If you're going to demonetise our content for no apparent reason, you're not helping us, Facebook. Yeah. That's what I like about YouTube as a video creation platform. YouTube's much more stable and you can appeal it. But Facebook, it's shutting stuff down, giving warnings and strikes. Like you've had it before.
I've had loads of one. I've had on like Facebook where I've just put up my own stuff that I've just filmed, edited it, and I've put it up on Facebook, and it's not nowhere else there. And it's like unoriginal content. Unoriginal content. I'm like, it's not. Blah blah blah. You reply to it and you're just replying to a robot.
System's a fucking joke. It does piss me off. But at the same time, it's so many people on it. It's a big. It's getting bigger and bigger. As much as a lot of people you speak to are like, I'm not on Facebook. It's getting bigger and bigger. It's a big platform, and the videos that we're making are just for Facebook, really, aren't they? Some of them. Yeah, but
the thing is, especially with YouTube messed up really big, where they was forcing everyone to do like 8-minute videos, and like with 3-minute videos, you put a 3-minute video up, it wouldn't push it.
Yeah.
And then it left the door open for TikTok, and TikTok's like, we're going to do 1-minute videos, and then everyone just loved TikTok, and now YouTube's like, oh no, we're going to do that now. I'm going to do that now, and I'm like, well, that's what happens.
I hate YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
I don't go on YouTube. I can't be arsed with them shorts. Like, I don't even like TikTok. I spend my hours of watching on TikTok on not many at all.
Yeah,
I'll probably tell you, I've probably seen about 6 TikToks this week. Like, I don't really go on it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of TikTok. The money it pays its creators is absolutely dead out. I like YouTube, and I like with the Facebook. You make a video which could be real. Like, you've made a fake scenario and put it out, and then it's like it needs them mums and bits and pieces to get on there to be like, this is disgusting, or look at this, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like the police ones go off because they're like, oh my god, a policeman's jumped in the seat. Like, that's ridiculous. And it creates, what makes stuff go viral is just the comments, isn't it?
Yeah.
The algorithm's thinking, oh, there's a lot of people talking about this.
Yeah.
And a lot of times
most of it's outrage. Yeah.
Most of it's pure outrage. Whereas I think the older I've got, I like it where people are like happy, but they don't go as viral. Whereas your egg one was going mental.
Yeah, I know, man.
People's parents should be fucking ashamed of themselves.
Because what we were doing was the adults were like, go on kids, yeah, do it more, yes. We got a mate to send out his little kid to go do it, and they're like, where are these people's parents? Are like, why are these parents are thinking this is a generation? Oh man, that was such a good video, man. It was such simple, but it was just such a work of art.
I'm trying to think. What's your other favourite video on Facebook where you've trolled the audience?
The Willie Stroker one. That one went really good.
That is good.
Yeah.
This man is a genius at like slightly modifying things. I liked the quad bike one. The Willie Stroker one. He switched round the words of what they're saying. And then
this is basically what happened. I found it was like one of them, police camera action, or what one of them programs called them police programs.
Say police camera.
Street Crime UK and whatever they are. Them police ones where they show them driving around after people. And this man got out of jail and stole what they call a 9-ton lorry, but without the back. Just the front of it. And he's ramming the police. He's driving all off road. He's causing loads of damage. And they finally pop his tyres and they get him. And all I've done with this is really simple. When they got him, he looked right at the camera and just looked away. But when he looked at the camera, I paused the video and the editing software, dipped it to grey so it's black and white, and I just done that. Because it's an old video. It's from 20 or early 2010, and I've edited it like an old rubbish text because that's what they used to use there. I named the video 100-ton lorry versus the police. Because it makes people comment. They're going to be like, this ain't a 100-ton lorry, you idiot. This man thinks it's a 100-ton lorry.
That's a good thing.
Blah, 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 blah.
You taught me that.
Yeah.
What was one we were saying about the other day? The cricket... Oh, no. NFL pitch invasion gone wrong. Austin.
The stadium.
People well, what do you think would happen? Comment, make a title saying where people have to comment straight away, or purpose spelling mistake. And
then so anyway, when I done that black and white thing where he stopped, it paused on his face, I named him Willie Stroker. Because people are like, oh, his name's fucking Willie Stroker, blah 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 blah. And millions of people says that. And bear in mind, he's got out 6 years. He's been just got out of a 6-year stretch. He's stole a big lorry. He's caused load of damage to police cars, driven off the road. And I gave it, and I said he's got 100. Willie Stroker was found guilty for stealing a HGV vehicle and dangerous driving. He was given 100 hours community service and a 1 year driving ban. And it makes people like, why have we got 1 year driving ban? Is that all he's going to get? Blah 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 blah. I got more from that from her. And just that one was great.
Some of the you've done some other ones like that. Crap me up. Massive, really ran police cars off the road. Yeah, and like Charles Worthington was given a £60 fine.
No, I think your funniest one was there's this man. He had a big 4x4. He reversed 3 times into a police car and ran it over, and got out. And everything was like, I thought I was dead. Everyone's like, yeah, we thought the police officer was dead. And one of them got out and chased him and got him. And I gave him a police caution. I edited the end. It's like, he done that? He's got a police caution. What the fuck is going on with this world?
Oh, it's ridiculous. No, it's got. Where do you? So Jarvo 69 is a new character. Where do you plan to take this?
I'm gonna fuck up the UK. I'm gonna fuck up the UK a lot. So I'm banned from every stadium.
Same sort of thing as Jarvo 69. He's already done cricket. He's done the NFL now. Are you going to make him like a multi-sportsman?
Yeah, I think I'm a multi-sportsman anyway, man.
I like the way you think about it. Like, I do the cricket, grab a load of fans from that. Like, everyone would be like, oh, fucking hell, there's a YouTuber. Oh, we'll subscribe to that. Yeah. Even the overnights. No, he would look where the areas are. Yeah, let's go to Swansea. Right, let's do the overnight in Swansea swimming pool. Grab a load of fans from that area. Like they're all going to be like, oh, there's a YouTube on there. Yeah, oh sweet, subscribe. Jarvo looks at it like 300,000 people there. Oh, we'll grab at least half of them.
Yeah.
No, it cracks me up. But
Yeah, I'm probably going to really fuck up the UK till they get on me. The good thing is, I'm a resident of Dubai. They can't really put me on like these ASBOs or whatever, the CBO order they got now.
So they've actually originally you got arrested for. Can I talk about this?
Yeah.
Originally you got arrested for assault because if you touch someone.
Yeah, like that's assault. And
yeah.
It's like, yeah.
And then the other thing is it's a. Assault could be because I thought, how's he going to get out of this? He's touching him.
Yeah.
Assault is acting in a. What's the thing? What's the word? Acting stupid. No, not stupid.
Oh no, you're on about you can get it where you go out there or reckless. You're on about reckless.
Reckless.
Yeah.
I'll be like, well, they're going to say he's reckless. He's run out. That is absolute reckless. But that don't carry a big crime sentence, does it? So what they've decided to do is do you for aggravated trespass.
Which they got nothing on. They have got nothing on me on that. Like, I went out there to purposely intimidate people. But I paid for a ticket. I've got a ticket to get into the stadium.
Well, that's the thing. And
so it's not trespassing in the first place.
Yeah, and it's not an offence to... You're not trespassing when you jump on. Your ticket doesn't say you are trespassing.
Yeah.
If you jump over there, does it?
And trespass... Well, so... I'm not trespassing anyway because I had a ticket to go on. And even if there's a sign saying trespass is only a civil matter. And the intent is going on there to intimidate people. I went on there to do a prank. Do you know what I'm on about?
Yeah, that comes under like breach of the peace, doesn't it? That sort of intimidate people.
Don't know, man. They just make up stuff as they go along.
But yeah, so it's not going to stand up because I see people going, how can he deny it? There's a video of him. It's like... No, he's denied aggravated trespass because that's what they're trying to charge him with, which is a much more serious offence. But it's like, yeah, you paid to get in, and that's not aggravated trespass. Like, what the fuck are they doing?
I don't know. This is the thing with them, man. Go and sort your police force out before you do this. Go and investigate all the bad stuff, all the rotten eggs in your system. When they do a crime, go and investigate it. Don't throw it under the rug.
Yeah.
You've got enough time to take a victimless crime. There's no victim in this there like that, but they're letting their police officers do crimes where they have got victims and they're just throwing it under the rug.
The system is wrong.
It ain't even like the system is wrong, and it is wrong, but it's the that's the only problem is the police are sticking up for bad people. That's all it is. Because you do get good police officers that want to make what's it called, and I've seen a lot of stuff on it where they try to complain and then they start getting moaned at and they start getting put down and stuff like that.
They're definitely paid for by some corporations are paying them because remember when we got nicked on BBC Stenders set?
Yeah.
Every other time with any other building we just get released. That night we all got nicked for like burglary or something, didn't we?
Yeah, but the thing is with that, if you've got loads of money, you've got power in this world. Like, if I had loads of money, I'd never have got sent to jail. I'd never have got sent to jail for that. I mean, I don't even think I'd have got community service or anything for that. If you've got loads of money, because the thing is, see, people that got loads of money, it's like, well, they can sue us, and even if we win or lose, they've got enough money to cover it. It don't bother them. But we ain't got enough money to do this. That's what it is at the end of the day. This country, like, do you know what? They like to slag off Dubai and all that. I don't know. Listen, I don't know what's going on with that 30-year person. That does sound bad. But what I found out before, and I'm not saying that he done anything there like that. What I found out before is, I remember in the news they said someone got like 7 years for stealing like something, a teddy bear or something there like that.
Yeah. And
it was all in the news and there like that. But when you read their side of the story, he didn't get 7 years for just stealing that. He punched a police officer and he punched a security guard and caused him injury. So he got 7 years for the thing. He didn't get just for stealing a teddy bear. So that, do you know what the thing is? When I was in the UK, I used to listen to the media a lot, and I used to think like when you hear rumours and all that from like the media, you sort of believe it. It's only when I started travelling, like when I went to Jamaica, I was like, oh, you can't leave your hotel. It's just the murder capital of the world. 'Cause I don't know if it still is, but it was bad back then. But I left the hotel and I was fine. Then when I went to Mexico, I was like, oh, it's what's it called, cartel out there, and they kidnap you and a big kind of murder you, blah blah. I left the hotel, went round the neighbourhoods around there, and it was fine.
Well, it's just I mean, I've learned even when I've seen press chat write shit about me.
Yeah,
local ones. I think even local ones writing shit about me, let alone the bigger ones.
That's the thing. No, when you got done for that door, they said I was there, and I wasn't even there.
I know.
And I'm like, bro, when? And that's the thing. Like, if they're getting the news, the same shit happens when you go to court, when they can make up lies and all stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, this didn't happen, and I can't even say, you can't even speak at your own trial. This never happened. Because they shut you straight down. When I was in there, I was like, this never. Be quiet, Mr. Jarvis. Be quiet, Mr. Jarvis. Blah blah blah. I'll get you done for contempt of court. And I'm like, oh my god, like they're allowed to lie, and you're sticking up for the liar. Like you obviously need proof in this system, right? So they talk about like, oh yeah, our system's good, and our system's there like that. Oh, the whole world's corrupt, man. Do you know what I'm on about? So they can't say.
I think you've got to kind of like put it to the back of your mind and just get on with your life. If you start thinking too much into it,
no, I don't follow it. I know it's corrupt. That's why I don't trust them. And I don't even trust. Like, it sounds bad. There could be like a nice police officer there, but I get like if they start being nice to me, I just think straight away.
Yeah,
they're trying to get something information out of me. They're trying to incriminate me. That's the lot of thing. When police start talking to you, they try getting information. Oh, I've got enough thing to arrest him now. That's what I don't like.
But moving on from that and YouTube and things aside, so where do you plan to see yourself in 5 years? Where do you want to carry on the Jarvo 69 sports thing for a bit? Do you want to keep doing the other pranks and the original stuff?
No, I'm going to go back to the prank stuff as well. I want to go back to the pranks, and I love pranking, man. I love making people happy, and I'm going to go doing pranks. I don't know if I'm going to do any like the reckless stuff. I don't know if that's what people want to see now. I like putting a lot of effort into it, and getting a big prank, putting a lot of effort into it and busting a big prank out.
Yeah.
Instead of just doing something small to get loads of views.
What advice would you give to anyone who wants to start YouTube?
What advice I'd give to them is, see, when I started off, I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if I told you about this. I started getting into YouTube before even YouTube was like you could earn money from it. YouTube I said this on Andy Law's podcast. YouTube just used to be a thing where you just used to upload your phone videos. But phones used to be really shit back then. The quality. So you just used to upload. It didn't have no HD. You didn't even have 420p. It was like 360?
Yeah.
360p. And that was like... And just used to upload like adverts or stuff off your phone. So it weren't no like big thing where people used to do like any production on it.
Yeah.
And this started off because I used to be like, when I was younger, I used to be like a totally different person to what I am now. I used to be like I grew up like an estate kid that just didn't have nothing to. Thought I didn't have nothing to live for, and just getting in trouble. And I wasn't even bothered because I just thought, no, I ain't going nowhere anyway. And
you thought you said you was a different person to what you.
Yeah. No. And then I always used to get out. A lot of people from my town never used to get out of town. And so I blagged my way into a festival, saying I'm doing a documentary for the BBC. And it was a banging festival. It was Nas Festival. Do you know that Relentless Nas Festival?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. It was there. And it had all like famous people in it, and we had all backstage passes. And no one would come with me. I was like, bro, we've got a thing, let's just go. No one would come with me. I was like, oh my God. And then Floyd Mayweather was in London. So I went up there on my own. I just started doing that. And then at the time, I was with a girlfriend at the time, and there was a Gumball 3000. I was in college doing IT. I'd done a lot of college courses when I was younger, because I just kept jumping from one to another. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then I went to this Gumball 3000, and if you don't know what Gumball 3000 is, that's like it's a rally, a 3,000-mile rally, and it's got all celebrities in it, like sort of like a, I don't know, was it cruising race? Not a race, it ain't, but they just cruise 3,000 miles.
Yeah.
And it started off in London, and I used to be really skinny back then, and everyone used to say I used to look like Tim Westwood.
Yeah.
And I got there, and I was with my girlfriend, and I was like, going to the thing. I was like, "Well, I'm gonna say I'm Tim Westwood." I didn't even know Tim Westwood was even in there. I said, "Hi, I'm Tim Westwood's son." He's like, "Are you? Shall I go get him?" I was like, "Yeah, go get him." Walked in there, come back, I was like, I can't find him. I was like, well, I want to go see my dad. I had a big smile on my face, and he was like, have you got any idea? I was like, no. And he was like, well, I can't think. I was like, well, go get him. Like, let me in, I'll go and get him. And he's like, he's getting confused now. I'm like, do you know what? He's believing this.
Daniel Westwood.
Yeah. And then I actually said that on the second time I've done it. And then, right, so yeah, it goes out, I've got any ID? No, I ain't got no ID. It's like, ring him up. And the iPhone 3, that's the first iPhone just come out.
Yeah, I remember it.
And my missus had it. So I got that and I'm pretending to ring him. And I was there like that, he's looking at me there like, I was like, bruv, I can't get hold of him, can you just go get him or let me in here? It's like, 1 minute. Went in there, they got some American woman. It's like, this person's claiming to be Tim Westwood's son. Oh, hello, hi, I'm blah 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 for some company. I'm working with your dad and exhibit on this tour. Yeah, let's go find your dad. I was like, yeah, let's go find him. Walked in this hotel and I was like, actually, I used to be tall. And I was like, wow, I can't let her go find Tim Westwood. I'm in this thing now. I walked over. Got some champagne. I was like, oh, it's disgusting. Come back down. I could see her looking around. Some guy was like, where's your pass? I was like, oh, sorry, with her. Walked back over to her. I was like, oh, sorry, I was sorry, I was over there. I was like, sorry, I was over there. And then she said, oh, you found him? I was like, yeah, I found him. It's like, oh yeah, here's a pass to get in and out anyway. And I was like, wow. See Exhibit. Exhibit used to be quite big back then.
Yeah, I remember it.
And I was just like, wow, I had all these celebrities. And I remember just staring at them. I was like, bruv, do you know what? These are just normal people like you and me. I want a bit of this. And I had
you wanted a bit of fame?
Yeah, I wanted a bit of fame. I wanted that.
How old was you?
I think about 16.
How 16. Old? Do you think like that now or not at all, really?
No, I don't really get like pumped when I see celebrities and all that anymore. Back then I used to be really excited if I see a celebrity.
But do you still, just because you've obviously like had sort of like a bit of fame, people knowing who you are and that, do you feel that you want that now, or do you just want to achieve something?
No, I want to achieve something. I want to travel the world. I want to do a lot for charity and all stuff like that. I really want to actually like help the people there. I don't want to just give money to a charity because a lot of them just take the thing out of it.
I think in this game, what you do, you can. Some videos I'm really proud of, and others not so much.
Yeah.
Like I'm known for certain things, and I think people know me for that, but that ain't even me. Do you feel like that with some stuff? Like you're known.
I do know where you're coming from on that, but the thing is, you see me. It's like I'm me on the camera. And I'm me off the camera. That's the same person. Do you know what I'm on about?
Yeah.
It's a lot. I know what a lot of people do. They're this person off camera, and they're this different person on camera. So whenever a camera's got to be turned on, they've got to turn into this character.
Yeah. But you just, you don't. You just. The thing is, if you do vids, you're going to create more. The bigger the vids go, you're going to create more fame for yourself, regardless, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like the Jarvo 69 thing. Like,
I don't know, because I do love making loads of people happy, and I do love giving everyone buzz, and I do like the fans and all stuff like that. So I do like that.
But I think even like, probably when I was like 16, I don't know. I can't remember a time when I thought I want to be famous.
No,
I think it just sort of. I'm not famous. Like, what is fame? What the fuck is fame?
Yeah.
Like people could say, "Oh, you've got 50,000 subs, you're famous." Like in theory, like the Troll Station's got 1 million subs. Like the people in India probably think you're famous.
Yeah, I think I'm well famous out there.
Yeah, no, it does seem that way.
I think I'm going to be in a Bollywood.
It's weird, but I think I've got to a stage where I just think I'm not bothered about that. Like I know if I do videos, it that sort of comes with it.
Yeah, but see, the thing is with me, I'm like free spirit sort of thing. I just let life go wherever it takes me. Do you know what I'm on about? Just let it, just do me. And just whatever happens. Do you know what I mean? If it's bad, it's good. Yeah, just accept it.
I just think some people come up to me and they know me for that. I think all the nice things I've done, and you know me for being a cunt to someone. Yeah. I think that ain't even me now.
Yeah, but I
go back 3-4 years. Yeah. Like that was like I kind of thought that was funny, but now I'm like I've done such cool videos that I rate.
Yeah, but I really don't give a shit what people think about me. If they're my fans, I love you back, man. Boom, and I love seeing it all, and I love making them happy. If people have got a problem with me or their opinion, I don't like people telling me how I should act. Yeah. Especially like I'm like, no, brother, I'm me. This has got me here. Like if I follow your track, Like, I just end up in a shitty 9 to 5 job. Like, who are you to tell me? No, which ain't a bad thing, but who are they to tell? Who is anyone to tell anyone how to act? Like, you shouldn't. Like, I don't. A lot of people do this thing where I want to make everyone happy.
Yeah,
I just want to piss off the Karens.
Yeah, and you can't make everyone happy. Like the vids that you've been creating recently, if I had done them myself, it wouldn't make me happy. But you're doing them, it brings you a lot of enjoyment.
Well, you know about Jarvo 69 ones? Yeah.
Like, I can see it brings you, but I'm not you. And you doing that, like, that's making you happy. And other people are loving it.
Yeah.
I like doing stuff that makes, feeding your soul on it, making you happy. And then if other people get enjoyment out of it, I see a load of people all the time, I just like making videos and I like making everyone happy. I'm like, what? You live your life to make everyone happy?
Yeah.
But do you think... do you have a list of vids you want to do? Just that you need to tick off for yourself?
Thousands of them, thousands.
Well, it's not to make other people happy, it's because you need to do them.
Yeah, is that as well, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that. You just got to tick them off. But I see so many people like YouTubers. I love these comments. I love doing this to make people happy. But it's nice to get a real nice comment. Have you ever seen like a real nice comment where someone's like watched you? And
do you know what? I like the ones. I don't like the ones, man. But you know, like when someone's saying they're really depressed and all stuff like that, and you get them out of it. They really touch me. Them ones.
What, where someone's saying watching you? Yeah,
watching you is getting me out of depression. Watching you, or like I'm really down at the moment, and you make me like think. I think that's good.
I think because they relate to you, they see you. They see YouTubers more on their own level. Like, we're not driving around in fancy, ridiculous cars on camera. Do you know what I mean? We hide away behind the. No,
but no. I was going to say that.
Like, some YouTubers are so extreme, ridiculous, looking like they're living some mad life, but we're just on a level with everyone, and I don't think I'd ever want to be any different to that. People relate to you more and see you on that, you know, they're one of us level. It's not us and them. We're all together. Do you know what I mean? I could beer with 10 subscribers in a room, all having the same chat about life, and I wouldn't. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I think? It's like when you get someone come along with nothing, and you give them a chance. And they get a little bit of YouTube fame, and it goes to their heads, and they become like a dictator. Like, I'm like, whoa, bruv, like, still be you. Do you know what I'm on about? It's good, like, not like when you're pumped, they're like that. But when they think, no, I'm the boss in this thing.
No, you like to do that to me though. You like to remind me that you've got more views on one video than I have on my whole channel.
Yeah, that's when people.
Between us, we can do that. You can have a joke about that, like. And when I'm like, I want to do this, he's like, no, I've got this many fucking views. What do you know? Blah blah blah.
No, I get the thing is, see that's more of a, because I'm passionate about this. And I do really think a lot of, not like respect me in like a friendship way. I think they don't respect me in like film sort of media, like person in a way. Like,
I think if you'd stayed consistent and had some sort of management control you a bit, you'd be fucking 10 million subs for a Lambo. Yeah,
but the thing is, I can't let people tell me what to do.
But you've got to live your life how you live in your life. You know what I mean? You're still out there, you're still doing it. It's not like you've quit and gone and got a job doing whatever.
That's what I'd say for anyone starting off. Like, don't be afraid to fail. Don't be scared to think. Because I've learned a lot. I think a lot of the stuff I've learned when I've done my first videos. And I keep all my old videos up just to show people like where I've come from. So if you look at my old videos, you're like, whoa, this is just average pranks. But I've learned if I didn't do them average pranks, I wouldn't be on like this level now. You've got to take like the first few steps, and every mistake you do, I could have done this a little bit better. So next time I will do that in my video to make this a little bit better. I should have added this in it, and then you just get like more knowledge. And I remember when I come back from that Gumball 3000, I was trying to think of ideas for pranks. And there was loads of shit. I just didn't have no creativity in me. And I started doing a load of research, and I started researching like jackass, and I started researching like hidden camera pranks from all around the world, and started watching them. And it just made me more and more creative. So yeah, I say just go at it. Don't be afraid to fail. With YouTube at the beginning, you just need to get that 1,000 subscribers, and it gets easier then. The first 1,000 is so hard. Getting 1,000 views, I remember like the first 1,000 views you get. And this is the difference between like people that start from the bottom and people that just jump onto it. People that just jump onto it have never gone through that like building stage.
Yeah.
So they just think, oh well, I've done one video and it's got 100,000. Oh, I've done another video for you, it's got another 100,000. Oh, I can do that on my own. And then they get like 500.
Anyone you're talking about in particular?
No. A nobody.
Okay. No, I know what you're saying. Where you've like, you've been there, no views, and then you've like come through and pumped big views. But it still can't be done every time, can it? I think what you do, you don't really, no one really sees a side of you where you're chatting. Even on the cricket ones, because I'm telling you all the time, I'm like, explain to everyone what you're doing, and then do this, blah, blah. Then I watch the vid back. He's like, yo, it's Jarvo, right? Let's get on with the vid.
Yeah. No, the thing is, like, I've had to do a lot of like buying all the kits, doing the thing, making sure it's all right. I'm doing a lot of behind the scene pre-production. I'm doing a lot of pre-production, and it's causing me a lot of stress. And when I do it, I just think I just want to do that. I just want to do that bit, and I don't remember. So I'm like I'm quite stressed at the moment. So yeah, it's not good. But I will up my game.
It's YouTube, Facebook just want to see the best little bit.
Yeah.
YouTube want to see little detail. How did he end up there? How have you got there? Because that's what the people are saying in the papers and that. How's he done this?
Yeah.
Like if people weren't, how's he done it? Well, there's a fucking video of how he's done it. Look, he's just walked in, bought a ticket, and jumped down. Do you know what I mean?
The next one's definitely getting called like. Gone wrong, got thrown out of the stadium.
Pitch invasion gone wrong. Asked to thrown out of stadium. Yeah. We do that quite often. Think of titles of ridiculous videos, don't we? Like you've got the title of the video before you even made the video.
Yeah.
Because you like the I'm trying to think of one I've done that on. No, it does crack me up being on the road. That toilet that time in Scotland was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing though. That's it's weird. Like once you do a prank the first time, that's when you get all the love from it. When you do it the second time, you like lose the adrenaline, and then once you do it like the fifth time, it's just a normal thing. No, like when you're doing overnight now, ain't that adrenaline?
What you don't? No, I get no matter what I'm doing. Once I'm out recording, I know I've got some good clips. That pushes me to get the rest of the video done. And you kind of in your head when you feel you've got enough footage and girth for that video. But I remember, like the toilet one in Scotland, for just a few more clips. We've got some real golden, brilliant ones there.
Talk about, what's your favourite video you've done and favourite prank you've done?
What, with Troll Station or just everything in general?
Anything.
It's hard to put one on it. I really liked Splashes, you know the one when we got all the disco lights going? That was just such a good night.
I think the best overnight.
What's funny is that he wasn't even going to come out this night. He thought, nothing's going down, we've been kicked out the... he hadn't. I don't know where he was. Probably eating somewhere.
Yeah.
But he hadn't turned up anyway. Second he knew we were pulling off an overnight. Next thing you know, I
bunked the train down, didn't I?
He bunked the train down. We got in the swimming pool. We got the disco machine going, like the disco speakers, lights.
Yeah.
Jarvo disappeared for a bit. Looked round. He's setting up the massive inflatable
like Bouncy Castle thing, innit?
I really liked that overnight. That was fun. Prank wise. What, that I'm involved with, or just in general?
What's the favourite one that you're in? What's your favourite one of mine?
I really like the nightclub in a lift.
Yeah,
that's the favourite one I'm in.
Yeah,
that I sort of produced that together. Do you know what I mean? I like it when the lift comes down. The people don't know what's happening. When it goes back, that lift is going off. You're there with like a bottle going like that.
Do you know what? We've got to do that one again, man. If we just get more camera angles and all stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
We smashed it though. No one can. What I like, you've done that video. People put nightclub in a lift. Look on YouTube, nightclub in a lift. No one's beating that. Like we've got fucking lasers, smoke machines. Yeah. Like, and anyone that does that will be like, well, we done it first. Yeah. You've just copied them. It's been done before, and it was like people with like one person dancing. Yeah. It's like, no, they have a fucking nightclub in a lift. Like that actually looks like a nightclub. But so you could do it again, but it's hard to beat it. But then you can re-upload some of these ones.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
they sort of disappear. Like that hasn't even got the massive views.
Yeah,
it's got like 150k views. I think that's one of my favourite videos. I think it got a few more on Facebook. Favourite one of yours? I don't know why. I don't know what. There's loads that tickle me. I'm trying to think of the top of my head. You know, escaping from prison.
Yeah.
And the police van, escaping from prison.
Yeah.
Certain bits when you've stopped a bus and you open the back door of the bus, like it's the back door of a car. You're like, please, just drive.
Yeah.
I like that little section.
Do you know, when I jumped on that, people was just like, the people in the boat was like, just drive, mate, just drive. Like, yeah, go on, let's get him out of here. Yeah,
We don't know what he's
in
done.
Brixton as well.
Yeah.
No, he weren't on about that. Like, no, get him out of here. Go on, drive, mate. Go on, like, get him out of here.
The police hiring that police wagon when all the people are like escaping out of things. When the door flies open,
Yeah.
that cracks me up. What's that called? Prison van.
Yeah.
Type prison van troll station. If you want to see it, that video's funny. It's just like, I like the thought in my head of like people be like, how have they got that as a prop? Like, where have they hired that from?
Yeah,
That tickles me. I think when I've made a lot of stuff, and done vid, do you think in your head, what are they going to think of this?
yeah. Do you know what? I think like looking back at Troll Station, I think like. Can you stop touching my mic? When I'm looking back at Troll Station, I think like if I'm looking at all like the main ones is in it, or like big ones in it, not like just someone to come in for like 1 or 2 videos and gone. But I don't know. I think I was the least talented one out of it. I think I had raw talent. I was crazy. I'd do crazy stuff that no one else would do. I'd up that, but I don't think I was like. I wasn't the best actor in there. Everyone else was a lot better actor. Dark is a better actor than me. Gomez Nathan, you're a better actor than me. Like, I can act myself.
I think you play a certain character very well.
Yeah.
I find it funny in the world of this world that we live in, how we've all been in the same room as like you with Erwin from the Hoosiers, all chilling out together, just real odd people together, and Erwin thinking he was an act.
Yeah,
I like that. He's put on a good act today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. What was he talking about? Yeah, you just play a very like. Yeah, you've got like a no fucks given attitude. But everyone says about everyone that knows you is like, Dan don't give a fuck, but he's got such a good heart. That's what everyone says.
Yeah.
Everyone's like,
Daniel's got such a good heart, but just no respect.
but just make sure he's kept fed.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a funny world. Yeah, no, Troll Station had some good actors in it, but yeah, you was definitely the most ruthless person that gave least fucks. Yeah, if there's a ruthless thing going down, when we done that TV show, they're like, Daniel's doing this today.
Yeah.
Yeah, the most daring one, definitely, who's least scared of getting attacked or beaten up, I think.
Yeah.
But that's your character. There's no one doing that in the UK now. You are the most... probably most Larry prankster in the UK. No one else is doing it, are they?
Probably the most hilarious one in the world.
I remember on Troll Station, you kicking off, calling out Vitali, going, "You fuckers, he fakes all this stuff, doesn't he?" But obviously,
no, that was what's it called though? It was a joke one. I don't know. He was losing his mind back then, weren't he? He was losing his mind, and he'd done it. But then I said at the end, it's all a joke. So I was calling everyone out, weren't I?
yeah. But I think anyone in it, I don't know, like. Whatever you do in life, you just got to have a passion for it and do it. But you've got a genuine passion for this sort of like mental stuff, and there's a market for it. You can earn money out of doing it. Go back 20, 30 years, what would you have been doing? Yeah, but you wouldn't have known this world.
Yeah,
but you do now. So,
do you know the thing is though? I used to really love like when I was growing up, like Trigger Happy TV, Jackass. Like not the Jackass hurting this stuff. I was never really a fan of like Dirty Sanchez, but like the Jackass stuff. Like when I was doing pranks, I really used to like enjoy that. I think that sent me down like the right road. I think like if there's any like kids watching or anything there like that, don't never jump into something for like because of the money. Like if you think something like, oh well, my passion's here, I really like something like, just say you like art or anything there like that, but you see like being an accountant is more money, but you hate it. You're going to be more better off being the artist with less money than being the accountant with a job you hate with loads of money.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like recently, I thought it was a good thing to do to go back to plumbing for 4 days.
Shame on you.
Which is good, which is good money, but in theory not as good as pranks. But it destroyed my soul after a few days. I was like, "Fuck this, I'm going to leave." But then I didn't have to leave because they sacked me anyway.
Did they?
They said I was too slow, and I agree with them. When I was plumbing, I was top of my game. And I kind of felt I'm on a building site now. I've been there, done this. This ain't where I was. I was doing the fucking Archbishop and Bishop's bathrooms. And
his wife.
No, his wife was moaning. She refused to make us a cup of tea. The Archbishop had to make us a cup of tea.
Is that?
Yeah, she thought she was like above us, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I kind of done it and thought, no, I've got so much more to give in this like entertainment world. So much more stuff I want to do. And it's about it's about creating a team around you. Look at Tyson Fury with his boxing. Thank you to blah blah blah. Thank you for the team. It's about creating a team, and just now more than ever after lockdown, because lockdown got me down. Just thinking, right, we need to make this team. We need to get making videos, be consistent, and just absolutely like kill the game. Like you've smashed it with the Jarvo stuff, but now it's just keeping on that. Don't leave it another month for 4 vids. Get pranks, bam, bam, bam. This guy's got about. Christ knows how many videos that need to go out.
Yeah, what's it called? I'm so piled up in about 20, probably about between 30 and 50 videos.
But that's why you need to be like, right, you know you can earn money out of them. You've created world-class content that there's money sitting on. Get editors involved. Yeah. It's going to be weird at first.
Any editors out there? Do you know the thing is, though? It's like, it's weird, man. It's weird. Like, it's... Because when I film something, I want it to be my art. Do you know what I'm on about?
Yeah, but when it gets to a stage, I think, and you want to get videos out once, twice, well, I don't know, a few times a week, you can't be sitting there editing.
Do you know, like, you see, like with the overnight challenges, yeah? Like, there's some videos I don't give a shit, like, who edits them. If they're just like a normal thing, I'll give it to someone. But you see, like, I know they don't get that, they don't bang that well. But, like, overnights, I love doing it with putting my own tune into it, making it my video. I really love like the art and creativity that I put into it. And even if I don't get no views, I look back at it and I'm like, wow, yeah, I've done that. That's me. That's my personality on that video.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But nah,
it's just being the best man in the world ain't easy to be, Lee.
No, it's not. It's not an easy thing to do and carry on because you're your own boss.
On the other hand, it ain't that hard.
You can lay in bed as much as you want, and I can. Yeah. But you've got to.
Yeah, but I hate that though. I hate laying in bed. I love sleep. But I hate procrastination. I just hate getting in that lazy slump mood and not doing it, and everyone does it. So,
but it's like I put something on Instagram earlier on my other account, like, you know, only you can change your life, only you can make your life better.
I see that. I read that. No, that thing you kept putting all them texts up.
Yeah.
So I read every one of them. I read them all, man.
But when you've got no boss, you're the only one who can get up and say, right, I need to get on it. But with this game, it ain't just that. Like,
you need a cameraman.
Yeah, you need. So you've got to hound people all the time.
Yeah.
And
that's what I've done when I first started off. Supposed to be me and this kid called Jamie. He just kept letting me down. He kept using excuses, getting me excited, and like the worst thing I hate in life, man, I hate it more than anything, is being let down. Someone telling you they're going to do something and just letting you down, man. I just I just find it horrible, man. Like, I'd rather get beat up than that happening. But I started doing it, and he just kept letting me down. He kept letting me down. So I had to get my little cousin. So I was about 16 back then. 16, 17, and I was getting like my 14-year-old cousins to come out filming, taking them all up London, and everyone that helped me out, I've got booking doors, and I've got a list of them. Everyone who helped me out before I got big in like Trial Station, all that, I've written all their names down. They're on like a list. So they helped me when I was nothing. So you know what I'm on about? It means a lot.
Yeah. I think more than ever, like any company starting up, I think now we need to buckle down and start looking at it and thinking, right, we're going to go out recording all the time, put X amount of hours into it, get editors and board, and just look at it as more of a career rather than just doing vids. Because I think past few years we've done a little bit, then stopped and not really done it. Do you know what I mean?
That's the thing. When we was in Trial Station, you had like Digi that was just flat out on everything, innit? It was just going out filming every day.
Yeah, I want to get it back to that sort of stage.
I want to get back to that stage. I missed going up to London and all stuff like that, like going up London every day and getting like, I really hate staying in my town in Gravesend. I'm just like, they ain't got bad people there. It's just a really negative environment. Like, nothing's open there. Like, there's no entertainment. Every bit of entertainment is gone there. There's no like bowling alley. There's nothing
that's
now.
Mad, isn't it?
And it's just like, I'm like, bruv, I've outgrown Gravesend, but I'm still there.
I feel like that. Like, I've lived in this area for a couple of years. I feel like I'm ready to move out of this area. Yeah. Like, I've been here. I don't want to be the big fish in the little tank. Do you know what I mean? I can walk around here and people are like, oh, it's thingy, whatever. I don't want that. I'd rather be somewhere where no one knows.
I know.
And then have more of a team around you. I feel like around here, Like even you're like, what are you, like 40 miles away from me? But it's not too bad. But
do you know the thing is, I know how you feel. It's horrible being a great white shark in a small pond. I don't know. Listen, see, the thing is, yeah, when Canterbury, I think if you lived in Canterbury, it's the same to always do there. Do you know? And it's like it's weird little things like, oh, I'm hungry now, I can go down the kebab shop. Oh, I'm hungry now, I'm bored, I can just go to this pub or this bar. You see, like when you ain't got something there like that, or oh, it's too far to drive, or it's too far to go. Like you procrastinate, and that's bad. I want to get back to used to.
Well, I'll tell you why. It's because if you just had like your normal job, you'd come home and what you'd settle for is just meet your mates down the pub, blah blah blah. Because you have this job that involves other people, and no one knows what you can't sometimes go to people. You need people around that are on that same path.
Do you know I've learned over the years, like I remember when I went, like after my naughty school, I went on like some like 3-week course thing to just like basically get you back to reality. But it was their names Suki and Sook. I think Sook Baines. If you're watching this, hello Sook and Suki. But I see the Suki a lot. I just don't see I see Sook a lot and not Suki. One of them, I see one of them. But anyway, they taught me a lot. They taught me a lot, like what's it called? I remember like little things that they said, just really positive. And they like said like you can be anything you want in life, and like you can be what's it called, but just don't never listen to anyone because you're getting millions of people out there that put you down. And then I remember when my mate Shane was saying to another boy, he was calling him like Harry Potter, where he was having the glasses, and he's like, look, don't do that because you don't know whenever you need this person in life. And he's like, when am I going to use him? He's like, you don't know. Like, it could be like a computer thing, you don't know how this world's going to, and blah 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 blah. So I respect a lot, like I respect every person. And like not like that saying that Einstein one, you know, like everyone's a genius, but if you take a fish to a tree and tell it can't climb it, it's gonna think it's stupid. So like, and it's so now you get like people that drink all the time, like they're good, you know, when you're down and there's no one to go out and you can go chill with them people, or go to the pub every day, or like I don't know.
Some people I think lived it's hard, like some people are happy living that sort of like simple life, go to the pub, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
but I think my brain is fucked like that. Like I'm thinking I want to do this now at the moment. I'm thinking I want to write a number one fucking bass line hit. Like why do I have to think like that? Why can't I just be happy with plumbing? And you probably get the same, like you've got these random ideas, you can't just think normal.
So the problem is this with me, is just when I come up with an idea I'm really excited about, I want to go and film it, and no one respects me enough to like, turn up, like to wake up in time, or they get up for everything else but they won't get up for me. So
people don't, I find even like Tyson Fury video, no one wanted to come. I asked a load of people, a couple of people did that sort of already worked with me doing vids, but a lot of people, like when I said, oh yeah, come, oh no, I've got work, blah blah. When I've done it and it like actually like met him, whatever, and it went off, like a load of people like messaging, oh man, I wish I'd come, blah blah.
Yeah,
like it's like they don't believe in you.
That's the thing, though. That's the thing what you got to do. That's the hardest part about it, and it's weird. It's really hard to come back because you see when you're starting off. So it's like a new person starting off getting a thing. They get 100 views. They're like, whoa, I've got my first 1,000 views now, and they're excited about that. See if we get 10,000 views, they're like, oh, that's a flop. So now I'm on about, and once you get that, because what it is momentum. When you're doing that video every day, it's got that momentum, and it just keeps pumping. But then when you come off a little while and go back, it starts from like the beginning again, and you ain't got the energy or the excitement to do it. So you've got to push yourself through it, like discipline yourself through it.
That's what I'm trying to do at the moment. Like I enjoy the podcasts. I mean, this is the second one. But I like doing these because I think there's a lot of people. I don't look at it as much.
This one's much more better, Ali.
I think because I've been in part of Troll Station and my Facebook got like quite high numbers, like 100k on YouTube don't seem that much to me because I'm thinking fucking my Facebook had like, I can't remember what it was on, quite a lot, you know, like 700,000 or something. So 100k YouTube subs don't seem that much, but some people would be absolutely like over the world, like, if they had that. But it's like anything, isn't it? It's like, but I'm just doing what I enjoy. Like I quite like these. I hope you enjoy these. You just got to follow your own path and do what you want to do. Like, would podcasts interest you, or are you just not bothered?
I ain't that really good at speaking. I'm good at like talking shit. Someone asks me a question, talking back about that. But I can't really think of like stuff to say. Like if it was just there, I'd be like, so yeah, speak.
Yeah, but I think that's what I like. I've done some presenting like with Front Fans UK and that, and it's a route that I'd like to go into eventually. Whereas obviously you want to go down the line as a multinational sports person.
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try like beating all the records. I want to be the best sportsman in the world. By being fat and never training in any of it.
But that's the thing, like, you know. But then we come together and we both want to do pranks and have ideas. Like, you suggest something, then I'll add a little bit to it, and you'll be like, why don't we do that? And then between the two, we know we've got the thing in our head that we can create virals. Between the two, many occasions we've come together and created a fucking ridiculous viral, innit? And you've done that with obviously a few other people, but obviously Daniel's more than capable on his own of creating virals, and I am as well. Just not quite as many as you.
Yeah.
There's not many people in the UK you can honestly say that have done what you've done. Them sort of virals.
Yeah, the thing is though, it's like I went to college to do media. I went to university to do media. I'm the only person in the world probably to be kicked out of school, uni, and college.
Yeah.
But so I went to that. I learnt a lot. In what's it called? In them, I learnt like all tricks and stuff like that. And like people are like, what do you learn in college? What can you learn in college? College is a waste of time. Uni's a waste of time. But for me, it weren't, man.
Yeah, you would have learnt something. So I've never really done any of that.
I learnt a lot, especially in uni. I didn't like how. Do you know what it was? That's another thing. I love the teachers. I love the teachers in my uni. Like, I got kicked out of two of them, but I loved that. My first one at London South Bank. I loved the teachers there. They were just so. He used to say to me, like, it's Chris, pick up Chris, the teacher, but he used to be like he used to know about like psychology and all stuff like that and how stuff works, and he used to say, Daniel, you're so talented, you've got this like, I can't remember what no shame, you've got this no shame, like people will just melt in your situation and you just ace it, you've got this thing you don't even know about it, and he used to be like, wow, but this smart dude who knows all about all this psychology is telling me that I'm great and he just pumped me. And then I'd like...
yeah, but I know what he means by the no shame thing. Like, I think it rubs off on me a little bit. They do say, like, when you hang around with someone long enough that you start acting like them.
So why you're a slob now?
No, but it's like certain things. Like the other day I noticed it. Like before, I went in... Like you with that thing that haven't got the burger and you're kicking off, but they find it... You've got this way of coming across. And I think I've got it. I can kick off, but in an amusing way.
Yeah.
Where they know you're not serious, but... Yeah, I was in the chip shop the other day, and I'm like, "Oh, are you still doing food?" "Oh no, we've just got kebabs now and pizzas." Before I'd be like, "Oh, no worries."
Yeah.
Me. Oh, really? I got back to car. I thought, "Fuck, I'd never have done that."
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, but yeah, you've got this like. I'm trying to think. There's many examples of like many things you've done where it just. No shame, no fucks given.
Yeah.
I can't think of one off the top of my head. Maybe I've just thought of one. The Dubai taxi.
Oh yeah.
Fucking hell. I didn't want to do this because I'm just a bit on that level anyway, but I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, Dan, really? Like, he's following the taxi driver, his route, and he's gone off somewhere. He's like, why have you gone here? And he's arguing hard with this taxi driver.
No, you've got to tell the full story. Like, basically, this is what it is, yeah? I was there and I said, listen, but I don't really want to go. Because I want to get back at a certain time. So what time have you got to get back? I can't remember. Well, at 9 o'clock. And he goes, we'll be back at 9 o'clock. And we was late coming back anyway. And he was going right up there. Dubai's a long sort of thing. It ain't like London's round. So it's long. And he's going up there and he just turned around and went back down. And I was like, where you going? Oh, I've got to drop this person off. And I was like, so you're lying to me? Blah, 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 blah. And he's like, oh, I just got to get money. And I was like, no, fuck your money. Fuck your money. Why are you lying to me, you piece of shit? You scumbag. You, what's it called there like that? What's your name? What company you work for?
He picked his mate up and dropped someone off. Joe was going in on this taxi driver. I'm like, oh, fuck, like, and he weren't stopping. And in the end, it finally come to silence, and we had to like sit in silence with his taxi driver. Like, it really got out of hand.
The thing is, I remember moaning all the way till we got back to the thing, and we got out, and she started. I just see your face. She's like.
Yeah, that's the no shame thing. But it's if that was recorded, it could have a series of like. Jarvo, No Shame, episode 24, taxi driver in Dubai. Yeah. Because when, like the camera's on it, you're like, nah. That's another one. Yeah, there's loads of times like that, mainly involving food. What do you mean you haven't got that?
Yeah.
Well, that should be. You need a big thing across your menu saying you haven't got that on the menu. I've just travelled down here to tell me. Yeah.
I don't know. I get really. Was it hangry? when I'm hungry, I get like all moody. And I'm fancying. This is like sort of like a stuff that I don't like getting let down. So I'm fancying this thing, and it's supposed to shut at this time. And if it shuts at 12 and I get there at 11, it's like, oh, we're not cooking anymore. I'm like, but why does it say 12 o'clock? Blah blah blah. It just.
Oh, you can instantly make people laugh. Like, what's the noise you make when you spot some food? When you've ordered the food and it turns up.
Yum 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 yum.
Whatever plate. I remember like any chicken shop. They put the food. Oh, I'll have that. No, actually, let's come back to that. Nando's in Dubai. They got to know him that much. Rolls straight in there before he's even ordered. Yo, you're right. Yeah, get 2 chicken wings on there and then bring the menu over. 2 chicken wings whilst I'm waiting for the menu to come over. Chop, 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 chop. And they're all laughing like, are you doing it? No, he's not doing it. Are they my chicken wings? Yeah, okay. Chop, chop with the menu. I'm going to be sitting over here. Yeah. Like, that's the no shame thing. Like, it's funny, but they're all like, they find it funny. How's this guy got? Yeah, when the food comes over though, ooh, the people look on their faces like to see this. Like, how tall are you?
The 6'4".
6'4" man. Food comes over, looks at. Oh, yum 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 yum. It made every person. I've not seen one person who's not like.
What's your favourite country you've been to?
I don't really know. Do you know what I really love? Gran Canaria, but I haven't been there for many years. I can't. I feel like I haven't been to many. I can't think of the top of my head.
Where'd you go? Thailand?
Oh, Thailand. Some great parts of Thailand. It's hard to put in. There's certain bits about them all that I like.
What's the worst one?
Do you know what? Actually, because Ali's out in Portugal at the moment, I said I was going to meet him out to do a water park. When we were there in Corona, that felt. We both said we're never coming back to this country again.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the worst country. But I'll probably I want to go to the water park, but so I don't know. I don't really know. What about you?
What favourite one?
Favourite and worst?
I'd say the worst is Tunisia. The people was really nice there, but we just had like this 5-star hotel in the middle of a desert, really. And then we went up to a village up the road, and it just weren't that good. I didn't go to like any main parts of Tunisia. I'm gonna go back there just to see it. Like, I want to travel to every country in the world. I don't hate Tunisia. It's just at the bottom of my list. The people were really nice there, though. I made a lot of good friends with like the workers and all that. Favourite? I like Dubai, but I see Dubai as more of my like home sort of thing. Like maybe Japan. Tokyo was crazy.
I've never gone there. I'd love to go there.
Tokyo's crazy.
But I think for me, because I've travelled a bit, it makes me want to travel even more.
Yeah.
I think once you've done a bit, and it makes me want to have that online money where I'm earning stuff on, where I know I can be earning money whilst out there, which I managed to achieve in Thailand, making a few videos. That kind of makes me think I want this lifestyle.
Or fraud. Fraud's always good.
Well, you do what you got to do, what feeds your soul, you know.
Yeah.
If fraud makes you happy and you want to take the risk, you do you.
Yeah. That man, that Neil Moore, he got in. It was 1.8 million. Yeah, 1.8 million pound worth of fraud. Yeah. And they let him out. 3 weeks later, his solicitor come in, and it was like, he's been granted bail. I was like, I don't think so. He's in here for 1.8 million pound worth of fraud. He was like, well, we've released him. He was like, what? It was called up the judge. Like, no, we ain't done that. He was like, what have you done? Like, what have you on about? In fact, he grassed his own client up.
That's bad. Isn't
it?
Probably didn't even know, did he? But that is a piss take. I reckon we'll wrap this video up soon.
Yeah, how long's it been, Colin?
I don't know. What do you want the title of this video to be? video. Eventually, they'll get them on Spotify, I reckon.
You just got to put Jarvo 69.
Would go to prison again. Would you go to prison again for a prank if it's a nice prank and it's going to earn you a lot of money?
Yeah, probably.
But the thing is, I think because you said this to me before, like, because I haven't been there, it scares me. Because you've been there, you don't have that fear of it.
Yeah, that's it. Like, you lose the fear of it. And it's like, I don't know, because I like living like adrenaline. It's like, seems like the police were coming. You're like, oh, fuck, they might send me to jail, and you run off and you're panicking.
Mm-hmm.
But then now the police are coming, like, oh, so that's all they can do. Do you know what I'm on about? It sounds bad. I'm not trying to big up prison, but it's a shithole. Like, you can't.
Yeah, because you know that a prank-based thing, you're never going to get a long sentence. Like a real criminal. I find the overnights funny. We run off, because I run off sometimes when the people are chasing us for the effect of the video. Like, you know, we are being chased.
Yeah.
It is, you know, run off, don't get caught, but you just walk off and like, what, mate?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do, because they run, and then you're like, then you're not running. They're like,
what what is it? The ski slope centre.
Yeah, they don't.
Is that the best one today?
They're like, oh, I've run off. I'm running. That he's not running though. Like,
yeah.
He runs and then stops because he doesn't know what to do.
I do love that. It's just like, oh, but they're scared. Then someone's not running. They run over to you and they're like, oh, he's not running away. What do I do?
That is fun. That does crack me up. What life advice would you give to anyone?
I'd say always follow your passion. If you don't know what it is, just go out and like experiment with stuff. Just think like what makes you happy. What stuff you like in school. When I was in school, I liked woodwork, but then when I went to DT, they were just making joints. We weren't actually making any tables, just making shitloads of joints. And so when we were making something, it's like next year, and I'm like, brother, I'm not doing 1 year of this, just making pointless joints. You have to find out what your passion is. You got to find out what you like, what you want to do. Don't never listen to anyone, because when I started off doing these videos, YouTube weren't even a platform then. What I was trying to do, I was trying to make all these crazy videos and then go send them into like production companies to see if they was interested in signing me. So don't never like go into something that you love, because then you're always going to be happy. Don't know. I've got a lot of advice. I just can't think of any at the moment.
No, that's fair.
What about you?
What life advice? Yeah, similar to what you have got to just feed your soul, make your soul happy. And that's all you can do, really. Whatever the fact is, like, whatever I do, I've got to earn money. So
yeah. Some
people do job that they don't really like and get millions, whatever. Some people are born with a silver spoon in their mouth and have fuckloads of money, regardless. Never compare yourself to someone else. That's the biggest killer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Tyson Fury could compare his body to Deontay Wilder's and feel shit for it, but reality is, when it comes to a fighting match,
or he can compare it to mine and feel great.
Yeah, but he's not a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Whereas like Deontay Wilder obviously wants to look good and not fight as well. But yeah, no, I think comparison is the biggest killer. We have a massive world of Instagram and thinking we can look at everyone's life and think, oh, well, my life's not like that. But you're looking at a top few, aren't you?
Yeah.
Of the world, 8 billion people in the world or something. And you look at 1,000 people on Instagram who are living some mad life. And people are living mad lives, but
no, yeah, but you see, like the thing is with any of it though, what I learned when I started meeting like celebrities and all that, they're not this character you used to seeing on the cameras. Like when they're doing an interview, like name a comedian.
Jimmy Carr.
Right, Jimmy Carr. Just say him. Like he could be this totally different person off camera. He could even not even speak the same. But when he goes on the camera, I'm not saying he is, I've never met him, but I'm just saying I've found that a lot. Like there's two characters to a lot of these celebrities, and they act like they're happy, and I think a lot of them go crazy because they're making two people. So like they're not like, celebrities ain't really that happy because they can't do. I remember my mate saying that he knows a really famous footballer who plays for England, and he just says that he can't go down to the shop. He can't go to the pub. He can't go take his kids to the thing. He's trapped in his big massive mansion, but it's a jail for him. Do you know what I'm on about? He can't do that much. When he goes on holiday, he's got to get a private one and not socialise with anyone. So they don't have.
Because he can't be. Just can't be asked to talk to a load of people.
Yeah, I think it is. Just get one.
Mate, I thought that was Tyson Fury. When he come out the airport, so many people, like a big mob police all around him. Does he just go back to his house and then it's okay where he lives?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? At the airport, it was fucking crazy for him. Like, I thought, fuck. But does he just go home and then it's okay in his local village?
I don't know. I think he's got. Actually, he ain't really got a strong. He's strong. I don't know. He's had a mental breakdown and stuff, though, isn't he? But I think he's quite natural, Tyson Fury. I know you could say he's unique and he's like, a little bit strange, but he's real. He's real. I don't know.
But I think anyone in this world of like fame and whatever in the limelight, high highs, low lows. I experienced it during lockdown. How did you cope during lockdown?
I was in Dubai.
Yeah. What, did you get by on just eating food, Deliveroo's every day?
No, Dubai only had like a 2-week lockdown.
Oh, was it?
And I kept going out then. And when the police come up, I was like, no, I'm exempt. And they're so used to like everyone being good out there that they just. But yeah.
I think what you're talking about though, like everyone, they seem like everyone's happy.
Yeah, that's right.
It does look like that. It does look like that on the internet. Like everyone's happy.
I think that's the thing. That's the bad thing. It's really like you're lonely. You're looking at them and they're like all having good. Because no one puts up. Oh, I'm having a really shit day today. Look at me. I'm all hungover. Blah 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 blah. What I say is like anything that's happened in the past, don't regret it. It's happened. You can't change it. You can never change the past, and it's not even really worth worrying about it. I think a thing is to believe in yourself, like love yourself and all stuff like that. That's a big. Don't ever like look at the negatives in your life. Look at like your positives.
That's something I've been doing. I haven't believed in myself for years. Yeah. Sometimes I just don't believe myself. I think I can't do it. But every time I've set my thing, and I never sell myself. Like say gigs, I never like say it's going to be great. I just like sort of go in there and they think, oh, we've got this average DJ, and then by the end of the night I'm well happy. Yeah. But I didn't want to come in there bigging myself up. Do you know what I mean? But I have got like an agent guy that has helped me in the past, which you need that in this kind of industry, because I wouldn't go in there. I haven't got the right mindset to just be like, yeah, I'm fucking great. I'm going to do this, blah blah blah. Oh, I've got this many subs. I've got this video. I couldn't go in there with that attitude. No,
but what's it called though? That's what I say. I don't let that get to my head. You know what I'm on about. I stay like I try staying humble. I think I'm quite humble. I think like believing in yourself. Like there's no difference between like me and you. Like I said, I was probably the least talented one out of Trial Station. You can see there's loads of crazy people out there that do videos, but they just don't believe in themselves. Sometimes you're more like. If you looked at me from like when I was like a kid, I'm the same sort of thing. I was more horrible back then. I think I weren't very like happy person when I was a kid, but I was quite happy. But I just had a lot of like anger in me. I've lost what I was saying now. So like maybe sometimes you'll go out and experiment. If I didn't go to that Gumball 3000, I want to know like how.
Them sort of things you throw in at the deep end, and it makes you think, and you're quick thinking. You're not like you when police come. How quick thinking we are. Some people haven't got that naturally. Like, oh shit, I need to pretend I'm a solicitor. Blah blah blah. Some people just absolutely lose it. Whereas you're just bam on it. That's a very good pranking skill. Yeah, but it doesn't come natural to a lot of people.
But I think it comes with practice. Like I said, when I first started thinking, I want to get famous and this, I tried writing pranks down, and they were just shit. It was rubbish. But when I done a little bit of research, it like sort of like opened up my mind to get more creative. So you can work on anything. I think you can be anything if you just put your mind to it and just never listen to naysayers. Even if I say you can't do something, even if it's like anyone says you can't do something, like it's better to try and fail. It's better to try and fail and learn from it, and then it makes you stronger. Like failing it makes you stronger, makes you more smarter. Like I said, when you look back at my first videos, they're not that great, but they've got better and better and better and better. So yeah,
I think the fame thing as well, it's been known for something that's actually you rate yourself. And it rather than, I think there's people out there that just want to be famous for the sake of being famous. Like some of the things that certain people have come up to me, I'm like, oh, you know that video? That's one of my favourite. Oh, you know that? Yeah. Like, I'm more talking with them, because when they come up to me and talk about something that I don't like, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's me. Yeah, cool. But I'm more when they like talk about something that I like doing, that I'm proud of, that I've put effort in, I'm like, oh yeah, no, cool, I love that video, yeah. I'm pleased they respect me for that vid. You know what I mean?
You ain't got a time on that.
No.
Do you reckon we've still got any viewers left? I reckon they've all gone.
No, they're still here. Comment Jarvo69 if you're still here. But I think should we wrap that up now?
Yeah, let's wrap that up now, man. I think
it's gone on long enough. Well, just while you were talking, you know, when you say something, it reminds me of something else. The no shame thing. I like the phone calls. Sometimes you be somewhere, you get on the phone. Hello, Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
that's a funny one. And then have this fake conversation. No, I can't speak. Hang on, I'm just in Matalan. I'll phone you back afterwards, like that. Little things like that.
No, I remember. Joe just gave me deja vu. Remember we had the radios on each other, and there was a man in a blue suit, and we're doing what was it? Oh yeah, suspects at number. We look like definitely what's it called? Keep an eye on this one. Looks like he's going to steal anything.
Yeah.
And there's a man next to him. Yeah, the man in the Matalan suit.
Yeah, Daniel, keep an eye on the black walking up to you in the blue Matalan looking suit. Yeah.
Alright, we gotta go now, people. Thank you for watching. If
thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of this. Goodbye.
When do I get my 12 grand?